We are live. Welcome to Roll for InitiaGIVE. I am Jesse Jurdak. I am your host and DM today. And I have YouTube being loud in the background. That's cool. I'm going to turn that down. There we go. That's better. It's going smoothly so far. Thank you for being here. I know
This can only go well.
It's only going to go good. We're a little late today. That's my fault. It takes time to really sculpt a beard like this.
Yeah.
Lies, slander.
I was in the background with just like a straight razor and I have a bald patch right here. I fixed that. Anyway, we're live now. Things are good, and we are benefiting the Human Rights Campaign today. They are an LGBTQ plus benefits and rights protection campaign. Big fan of that one. I'm going to start introducing people if that's okay. Let's see here. I'm going to switch to this frame right here. Up in our top left frame, we have...
Hey, before we get to that, I'm noticing something that chat's also mentioning. I think your mic switched.
Yeah, you're the quietest person in the world.
Yeah, you got really quiet as soon as stream started.
Quiet
I
little
thought you just got stage fright.
Yeah. It just sounds like it switched in Zoom. Oh, it's getting quieter.
It's getting quieter.
Maybe while he fixes that, we go around and introduce ourselves.
Sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
I just wanted them to be able to hear you.
No, that's a good idea. Hi, my name's Forrest Valkai. You probably know who I am because you're on this channel where I live. I'm a biologist and I love teaching people to love science and themselves. And today, I've teamed up with several friends of mine to raise money for the Human Rights Campaign, which, if you didn't hear, is an incredible organization that works to end discrimination against LGBT people and build a world where everybody has fundamental like equality and fairness and representation, which shouldn't be controversial. So they're an incredible organization. They're huge, they're nationwide, and every single dollar that we donate here helps a lot. So if you want to go down to the description box, you can find not only a donation link, but also a link to buy t-shirts and hoodies, and not a single dime of your donation goes through me or anybody else here on the stream. It's all handled by a third party that takes it directly to the Human Rights Campaign. So you don't have to worry about tracking any one of us or like double check, did they actually donate what they said? We're trying to make this as clean and as trustworthy and as easy for you as possible to make sure that you can do some good starting out in 2023. Just, start the year by making sure that LGBTQIA plus folks live in a world that they deserve to live in, which is a safe and equal and fair one. So if you'd like to donate, if you can, please do so. If you can't, that's totally fine too. I appreciate you being here because we're not going to get any donations if we don't have any viewers. So the more that you share and talk about what's going on today and like get people involved here, the more money we'll raise and the more people will help. So thank you so much for being here. I sincerely appreciate it. Yes. It's real scratchy, bro.
It's very scratchy.
Can you just...
That's me. I'm Laura. I am part of the cosplay duo Just Dolores Rex with my husband, who's the DM down below me. We're probably most well known in the TTRPG space for our Grog and Vex cosplays, Ruby of the Sea and Ford. And I also do have a science background. I went to school for chemistry with concentration in criminalistics. And I did biology, which focused on the microbiology aspect. So I am also a big nerd. Anyway, that's all.
Love nerds.
Oh, much better.
That's a little better, yeah.
Yeah.
So still kind of quiet, but it's okay.
Yeah.
May I make a suggestion? Did you check in Zoom to see if it's auto-correcting your audio? Okay. Yeah, that's like.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me on. My name is Tyus Williams. I'm a PhD student at University of California, Berkeley. I am also an overall nerd as well. Also a D&D lover and all forms of sci-fi and everything great. And I study the intersections of carnivore ecology and spatial ecology. I ask the questions of where do animals go through a rapidly changing climate and how do they compete with each other under those stressful circumstances. And I'm also happy to be here to support advocating for human rights because all individuals deserve equality, not just some. So let's get down into that and jump into a world of fantasy where everybody is equal and also beautiful.
Are we describing our research? Is that something we should be doing?
No. I didn't know if that's I look at carnivore ecology. I did my undergraduate thesis on jaguars, so I spent some time in Belize before I came over here to Berkeley. But the main question I look at is just like, my first chapter at least with like mesocarnivores is, how do animals navigate through a rapidly changing world, and how do they compete with each other under those circumstances? Because as we continue to accelerate and grow as a human society, the peripheral edge of wild places and the interface of wild spaces is also going to start bordering human dimensions even more. And it's really important to like generally address those questions of like, what does human wildlife conflict and human interactions with wildlife look like in the future as we start to basically start to breach those spaces that are generally asylum for wildlife species. So I look at all things of like human wildlife conflict, spatial ecology, carnivore ecology, and just general like behavior as well. So I'm just just do wildlife biology overall, but that's just generally what my PhD is on.
The
Yay.
chat couldn't hear
Well,
you
I
before,
can
but
hear
yeah.
you.
Better.
We can hear you. Let's see if chat can.
Yeah, because chat
Yeah,
couldn't
they
hear
were
you
saying you're
before.
muted, but we'll see.
Yeah. You sound great to us. You are still muted.
Yeah,
Son of a
Weird.
bitch.
It sounds way better on our end, at least.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what he said, chat. Just every
Yeah.
time he speaks, we'll all relay it at the same time so you can
It'll
hear
be
it
great.
through all of us.
Jesse said that he's going to be doing peck bounces the entire time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's giving me a car.
He said that. Yeah, I heard him.
The rest of us sound great, apparently. So,
Yeah.
let's have Seth maybe introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Persephone, and compared to everyone else in the stream, I'm a giant bimbo. Hi,
Speak for
I'm
yourself.
actually.
Look at
What?
me.
Jesse
Oh.
Speak
might
for yourself.
be.
Look at
Jesse
Sir,
might
come on now.
literally be.
Sir,
the
you don't want to
largest
step
bimbo.
to this. You do not want to compete with this.
Jesse
I'll start
is-
doing booby bounces now too. Okay.
In all fairness, I didn't offer to lube up before the stream started, so I
I did.
guess you
I'm
win
showing
there.
Hole later today on the stream. Make sure you stay the entire time, and you will see Hole. It might be my mouth hole, which you can currently see moving.
She
but
hasn't clarified which.
I have not clarified which hole I will be showing. So, most people know me from the tabletop space, Dimension 20, and from Twitch streaming, video games and stuff like that. So, like, I don't have a science background. My background is in English literature, and I'm a nerd that way. So,
That's a good nerd to be. Maybe I can be heard on chat now.
Sound good to me.
Cool.
he's
James Robinson says, I think I can hear Jesse, which is not always
We hope
Oh,
so.
thank you.
Good.
Thank you for the donation.
Omni!
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It looks like you are.
Oh shit.
Hooray!
Hold on a second. I
Yay, we
don't
can
think
hear.
live chat. I don't think that like super chats like that do. So hold on. Let me make sure that that's happening.
Okay. No worries.
I
Don't
will make
donate
sure
yet
that's a thing.
on there.
Or
Don't
or
donate
do.
on the super chat. Use the link.
But at least
That is my wife that just
Jesse's
sent
audible.
$50.
Still
so,
scratchy.
so like
okay.
Sorry about being scratchy. I'll continue working on it in the background while doing all of the other things. Up next, beyond, I'm not going to talk about me yet because I have the amazing Katie Osaurus to my right. Katie,
Hi.
say hi,
Hi,
to
everybody.
people.
I was not informed that we had to be scientists to play. But I'm Kate. I go by Katieosaurus on the internet, where I advocate and educate about ADHD and sexuality, and also sometimes TTRPGs. My background: I failed biology in high school, and well, I got a C minus, which was kind of like failing. And I studied Shakespeare. That was my thing. So I'm like a science nerd, but made of words. I nailed that intro. I'm so proud of that. This is the best one I've ever done.
Judging from the amount of science papers I had to read in college, that might actually be a good thing.
It's good. Yeah, it was good.
Because right.
It's it's fine. I can only write an iambic pentameter, so it's fine. It's a kind of quality comedy I'm going to be bringing to the stream all day. So thanks for being
Funnily
here,
enough,
everybody.
my whole also speaks in iambic pentameter.
Wow,
Again, not saying which one.
it's true. Technically, all of ours could if we're non-specific about which hole.
It's true.
Mhm.
This is good.
So,
Hey Jesse, what are we doing today?
what are we doing today? We're playing a D&D. We're playing a D&D game. It is a homebrewed little adventure that I put together because I love everybody here in chat. Probably Laura, my wife, the most, if I'm just being perfectly honest.
Only probably?
I mean,
How dare
probably.
you.
I really
How
like
dare
Forrest.
you. That's fair. He does fill out that tunic quite well.
Look at him. And like
I'm a handsome little boy.
he is the handsomest boy.
I'm gonna set that to 1,000 as well. Okay, so we've got it now on the thing, and I'm gonna set the fundraiser to end on the 10th, and we are good. So now the stream should involve a fundraiser as well. So now there should be a third way to donate, one through the stream, one through the link on the stream. Yes, now we've got that there. Boom. And then we got
love
in the
a
chat.
good three-way.
Oh my god.
You can
We've got the chat, we've got the stream thing, we've got the donation link that I can track more easily, and then we've got the t-shirts and hoodies that you can buy. By the way, using the link in the description, we've already raised $285.
$285. Thank you.
Amazing people.
Nice.
Thank you very
and
much.
my wife donated $50 in super chats. I don't know if that will apply or not, so I'm going to ask that you either use the fundraiser link if there is one. I don't know if super chats apply, and I don't want to have you give that money and then it go to me, but we just raised $20 through the stream here. So like, that's great. That's great.
Hey.
So that should be functional. Just make sure that it doesn't do everything in your power to make sure I don't get this money. Okay. That's what I'm asking you as the viewer. Please don't give me money. Please make sure it goes to the right place.
And yeah, we know Forrest. He's good for it, even if it goes to the wrong place. We'll make it end up in the right place, and we trust him. Because how can you not look at him?
Make sure it happens.
Look at him.
I was gonna say something, but it's too easy.
Okay. Well, since we're saying things, I'm going to say some things. Let's get started, shall we, on today's adventure. So we find our party in the midst of a storm. Their airship is shaking and rocking violently. You're on an airship. You've recently finished some adventures in a far-off land, and on the way to your next destination, a violent thunderstorm appears and shakes the very rafters that your ship is built of. The canvas tarp that holds the floaty gases above you is beginning to shake and tear and rip. It's time to land, and in the distance you see the lights of a large city. Your navigator is, let's do that, Dorian the Bard, with his keen elven eyesight. Notices.
So do we introduce characters? Did we do that yet? Have we? Should we?
Let's do that. Dorian, what do your compatriots see at the wheel of the flying ship?
So holding the ship wheel is a very skinny and gaunt young man. Hi, my name's Dorian Wild, and I'm a half-elf bard. Those are the main details. Dorian dropped out of community college for barding, but is now a staunch anarcho-communist and is traveling the world to bring an end to capitalism and fascism and tyrannical government that is corrupting the things around him. So as a bard, he uses his incredible abilities to unite and rally workers and make the world a more fair and equal place.
Love that. Thank you, Dorian. The ship banks and rocks heavily in the winds, and you see a druid. Elohim, what do people see when they look over at you?
Elohim is a shy but seemingly confident young man, wise beyond his years. He is blue-skinned with white hair, fairly tall. Elohim is the kind of individual that it seems seemingly intelligent, but when you speak to him, it contains a world of wisdom beyond his years. And he comes from an ancient group of people lost in the forest that were persecuted long ago. But now he travels the world to try to figure out why that happened to his people. I'm a wood elf druid. and my name is Elohim Rand Karen, and I'm a protector of knowledge and all things sacred from being used for evil.
Thank you. And while the ship rocks and shakes and lightning crashes all around you, what is Elohim doing right now?
Elohim is also Wood Elf, so he's using his partly, I guess, elvish eyes based on like his descendants to, I think, kind of gaze out into the vast abyss that is this ocean that he's on, currently trying to see if there's any mainland that we can like set anchor towards.
Okay. And those of you with dark vision, you do see the lights of a large city up ahead. In the back, you hear a rattling as plate armor kind of scratches against itself, and you see another elven figure in kind of gold heavy armor, and they see Laura. Please describe your character.
Okay. First off, I'm going to say I did not cause this lightning storm. This was not me this time. I have caused other lightning storms, but this one is not my fault. Anyway, you see a half-elf woman. She's got olive skin, dark hair. She's in full gold plate armor, and she has a mushroom on her head. And Vanya is a Tempest cleric, and that's what I will leave it at for now.
And what is Vanya doing right now?
Vanya is probably wondering if she can stop this lightning storm. She's pondering if she has anything in her wheelhouse that can maybe divert the storm or quiet it down. But so far, she only really knows is how to cause storms, not really get rid of them.
Okay. Seth, when your compatriots look over at you on the deck of the ship, what do they see?
So you see another, because oops, all elves, elven figure that is up in the rafters near the hydrogen or helium balloons, and is currently bouncing around trying to patch up holes that have been hit by lightning and putting out fires. She has long silver hair, is about 6 feet tall, very long and lanky. She is just darting around, making sure that things are not going to completely go to shit before we crash.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And I know that my audio is still a little bit wonky. I apologize, team. I'm endeavoring in the background as best as I can. Last, but very not least, Kate, we see the large dark figure with horns. What else do we see?
Yeah. Well, as you look at Grump, the Minotaur, probably at this moment, you would only see the sort of top half of his horns as he is currently hiding terrified behind a barrel. And he is wearing just very basic, very nondescript sort of like leather armor. He has pants that have seen better days. They've got grass stains on the knees. But perhaps most importantly, he's wearing just these little sort of like round little like Ben Franklin glasses. And at his side, he is just clutching a teddy bear. And that is how we find Grump, the barbarian Minotaur.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. The ship, it's beginning to fall. It's beginning to fall apart. You see the light in the background. Or I'm sorry, off in the distance. You can see as you accelerate downward as the wonderful bard Dorian pilots the ship downwards. Tall walls and imposing spires. You see torches. You see life. You see a city. How are you going to avoid crashing, Dorian?
I'm a roll for something, I guess. Sure. I don't know. I had some experience while helping the sea peoples of the West, collectivize against the fish lords. But like, I definitely am gonna need to roll a thing. What am I rolling here?
Give me just a dexterity check.
Okay.
The ship's wheel pulls against your subtle frame.
Right. I got a 4.
You got a 4.
Starting the stream off well.
The rest of you know that Dorian is a fantastic airship pilot, and you rest easy knowing that the airship is going to land nicely. And as the
Do we
airship,
know this, or is this gaslighting?
this is gaslighting for sure.
This is
I feel like
absolutely
the
gaslighting.
stream, the game's about to end as I kill us all. And our airship
Dorian,
crash.
Dorian, we're about to crash into 8 different towers. Do you have this?
8 different towers.
I
Dorian,
haven't fulfilled my destiny yet.
it's true.
I don't want to die.
I already died once. It's fine. I came back.
Oh, no.
Dorian,
Sure, that might work for you, but I don't think the rest of us have that option.
What's my name? Grump.
Grump.
Grump will stick his head out from over the barrel, because he knows he's with 4, elves, and he will say,
Dorian, do you need help?
Great.
I completely forgot you had that. I didn't even know.
Dorian looks back with confidence, whether it's deserved or not, and as the airship begins to descend and land, you see this peaceful smile on his face, then a bump, and the airship begins to bank over, and it starts to grind and tumble, and sparks shoot out, and your sails that are somehow airtight, your great gas bag above you, not me, ruptures, and there are sparks and wood shrapnel everywhere. I would like everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
You can't fix this one.
Dexterity saving throw.
What do I roll for dexterity? Just double checking.
Yeah.
Do you have in Beyond open?
Yes.
Okay, so if you go up to the upper left-hand corner and you see saving throws,
Oh, okay.
click the dex one.
I got
Oh,
a
okay.
12.
12.
The number, not the actual line.
I got a 6.
6.
I am a ranger and a rogue, and I got a 9.
Nice.
I got a nat 20, which I screenshotted in case you don't believe me.
I do believe you.
I forgot
First
that I'm
nat
not allowed
20
to roll
of the
digital
game.
dice. Ugh.
What did we need to
I'm an
clear for the saving
overconfident
throw?
bard boy. I got a 9.
So, those of you that cleared a 10, which is only 2 of you, I believe, you managed to remain on the screeching to a halt airship as it grinds and banks and fishtails up to the front gate of this massive city you see before you. The rest of you are pitched from the craft and begin to tumble and kind of skid to a halt right in front of a very distinct looking and wizened looking man in like heavy armor. He's holding a torch in one hand. He's just got his hand on his short sword on his belt in the other, and he's got this big gray mustache. And he's like, "Well, you certainly know how to make an entrance."
That was literally the exact line that I was about to use. Fantastic.
Sorry, I didn't mean to step on your line there.
Dorian.
No.
Vanya's going to help Madeline up after her tumble.
Yeah. So Madeline is probably covered in cuts, but that's not the scariest part. The scariest part is the look of thunder and lightning that's on her face as she stalks towards Dorian. I thought you said you could pilot an airship, darling.
I can pilot lots of things.
It's the landing part that's a little more difficult.
We didn't crash until we crashed.
The older gentleman's like,
Does someone want to stop me from strangling him, or can I just go ahead and do it?
well, I'm afraid he is now under the protection of the city of Amalric. Welcome.
I didn't ask you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yes, sir, don't get involved. I am here to murder my compatriot.
I will turn.
No one's gonna stop me? Okay, she's gonna try and strangle you.
Grump will come over and just very gently lay a hand on Madeline's shoulder and say,
Madeline, I know that sometimes your anger and your frustration can get the better of you, but Bear, and he holds up his teddy bear. Bear, he's just so susceptible to, influences, and we would hate for Bear here to, get the wrong impression. So perhaps, just this once, you can let it slide for Bear's sake.
I think that maybe Bear can avert his eyes for about 3 seconds.
Next time we crash, you can strangle him. How about
Next time, we might not live.
Don't you see that this infighting is exactly what the overlords want? We got here just fine. We just didn't use some crappy corporate way to do it.
Well, are all of your traveling companions okay? That's quite a large minotaur. Welcome to Amalric.
We've been through worse things for worse reasons.
Grump curtsies
The
very delicately.
The kind of wizened old soldier attempts to give you a curtsy in return, just kind of parroting your movements. He's like, "That's a fine tradition that your people must carry. It looks like you need shelter from the rain. It's quite bad out. I'm impressed you were able to fly at all."
Well, we certainly won't be able to rest in this airship, which is going to cost a fortune to repair.
Well, by all means, come inside to the city of Amalric. We are fine and industrious people, and we have much to share and much to offer. Would you be so kind as to join us?
I would be delighted, sir. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Of course, we're having a banquet as we speak. I think it would be a fine place to dry your boots.
Ooh, do you have tacos?
What's a taco?
It's like a little tortilla with meat.
A tort with meat, that sounds delightful. Well, we have some fantastic meat pies. I bet you that'll scratch just that itch.
Pies?
Yes, meat pies. We have a fantastic baker here in town. Dwarven lass, fantastic. Come, and he kind of beckons you forward, and the massive city gates swing open. You see this huge spired city with these tall walls, and he seems very eager to get you inside.
I'm very eager to follow him inside.
Me too.
You should be, considering he saved your ass. As well as
I like him for that reason and many other reasons.
As he leads you in, you see cold, wet cobblestone streets kind of glistening in the pale moonlight. They kind of reflect this dull glow of maybe magical street lamps. The streets are empty save for a few people, but the people that are there seem to be like plying their wares. They're trying to act aggressively, like sell stuff. You see people of every stripe of society. It's late at night. You would expect most people to be in their beds or on the way to this banquet that you've been invited to, but you see people like aggressively hawking their wares. You see people repairing things and just trying to shrug off the uncomfortable nature of the weather right now. Okay, cool. I got a message in Roll20. We're also using that. Anyway, and eventually you're led to this large banquet hall, and Constable Cross, as he introduced himself before, is like, I'm going to go to a different chat. Big Jesse chat. Wah! They're people of Amalric here. We're hardworking and very industrious. We pride ourselves in our entrepreneurial spirits. Why, we're always looking for a way to make a little more money or compete with one another in some sort of martial endeavor. But you keep your nose clean, work hard, and you'll get by just fine.
Dorian, how are you feeling about this man now?
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I'm not a fan of cops, but I do appreciate your hospitality, and I don't want to get off on the wrong foot with you. I appreciate you allowing us to park outside and live inside. I am very curious, though. What's the economy like in this area? Like, what's your main economic export? What do you do here to help the community?
Oh, to help the community. Well, I, of course, am just a lowly constable, but we, the people of Amalric, we pride ourselves in our self-sufficiency. We rely on no one else. And so the people of Amalric are constantly endeavoring to climb societal rank. That is, you see, we have a council.
So you're saying the wealth divide here is big. Yes, I'm with Dorian for once.
You're free to. I would.
Oh no, actually, maybe we should stay, Dorian. Maybe you can work some of your magic here.
I'm sure I can.
Wonderful.
I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited for all of this. By the way, speaking of excited, I do want to take a quick break from my terrible LARPing to say that we have raised already well over $500 for the Human Rights Campaign.
Hey!
We've got $120 in through the stream. We've got $400 on GoFundMe. Nobody's bought any t-shirts or hoodies yet, but that's totally okay. If you don't want one of those, you are welcome to give money and not receive a t-shirt as well. That's the thing that you can do. So
I'm getting
thank
a
you all
shirt.
so much
I'm gonna get a shirt
for participating. I'm absolutely buying.
I don't wear
Yeah, me
clothing,
too.
so
I
this is all body
and also
paint.
all of the I don't know about the stream, but I know that the campaign, the GoFundMe campaign, and the t-shirts and hoodies and all that stuff, that will all be live until the 10th. So if you can't afford it today, you have 3 days to continue to buy one, and all your hoodies and everything should be shipped to you by the end of the month. They're all printed to order, so we're going to do a big batch for the next 3 days, and then everything will be printed and shipped. So you should get it by the 31st.
Buy a bunch
Also-
of clothing. Don't be
Jesse-
me. Wear clothes.
Jesse, you have Kate and Seth swapped.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say anything. It was just my
Oh,
dream to be
man.
for Sephiroth.
I
I
sure
was
did.
so
Oh, yeah,
excited.
my
I was
name's
like, oh, I'm
Katie.
finally so cool and awesome. And
You
good
know,
at
you're a lot
makeup.
cooler than me. It's fine.
Listen.
I'm honored.
That is not true. Hold on a second. You know what? Be friends. That change names. Yeah, just scoot over in
Yeah.
your actual chair. I'm sure it'll be fine. Sorry.
Switch me spots. Switch me spots.
So as this constable he's showing you the sights, and it's a beautiful city. Really, it's extremely well developed. Although as you first entered the city, you noticed it was not as well developed. It was not as well maintained. The streets were not as tidy and maintained. But as you get closer and closer to the center of this extremely large town, and he's gesturing, and this is our famous market district. Anything you could wish to buy, you could absolutely help you. Avail yourself of. There's plenty of commerce to be had for those that work hardest, of course.
Quick question, Constable.
Of course.
What's your homeless problem like?
Well, we have.
And how do you assist them?
How do I personally assist them? Well, unfortunately, it has become my task.
Systematically, not you.
Systematically. I am just a lowly constable, of course, but on occasion there is an issue where somebody finds themselves unhoused, and occasionally they may turn to crime. And if that is the case, then of course we are forced to temporarily, albeit incarcerate them and allow them to pay off their debt to our society.
Completely reactional, then.
I'm curious. You said that for the people who work the hardest, they're able to, work their way up the social ladder and afford things like houses and food. How exactly how hard must one work to afford basic dignities in the society?
And see, that is the key point. That is what we pride ourselves upon. You see, those that work the hardest and catch the eye of the ruling council are elevated. So I have been at this job for 50 years now, and it is my hope that I could someday join the ranks of this council and live forever.
You said
Where can we meet the council?
They live forever, you said?
Indeed they do. Those that work the hardest and improve our society the most and contribute, they can join the council and indeed live forever.
Oh, you said you're a constable?
I
I think there's a medicine for that can loosen you up a bit.
Well, I feel like I'm pretty loose right now. Wait a minute. We are not speaking of bowel functions on my watch.
But maybe, maybe. Isn't that what that is?
No, a constable is like a law enforcement officer. Anyway, it looks. Look, we are here. And you see before you a beautiful, well-lit, starkly against the night sky banquet hall. And inside you see, or you hear, kind of roars and laughter and cheering and clanking of glasses. There are some windows that are kind of glowing this nice, welcoming orange light. But off in the distance you see people just working their asses off. You see like a young woman just sweeping. And it's raining out. There's no reason to sweep, but she's making a real show of her task. And the constable's like, well, come, you must dry off. Welcome to Amalric. And he
So I
opens the
know
door.
I'm not going to get anywhere with the constable. So I'm going to go ahead and check out what's going on in this funkydelic banquet hall.
Sure.
I'm gonna do something to the constable.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I
Wow.
haven't decided yet.
Okay.
Oh, I'm a poisoner.
Wow.
Oh shit. Okay, great.
I would like to. Okay, so one action.
Can I provide counsel to Persephone's character before we make a decision,
Do
Sure.
so.
please?
I'm not saying this out loud, but do so. You know this character, so.
Oh, so I may not go well, but I don't know if I can check or roll for a check for intelligence or wisdom, which is my character's strength. But I would say to Persephone, our lowly but humble constable here seems to have an idea of what he thinks goes on in the city. I think it would be to our advantage to, I think, utilize him to our benefit to get closer to these high elite individuals in the social ladder, and then maybe vanquish them for good, because that's the whole point of, like, you know, destabilizing this obviously corrupt systematic system that goes on here in the society. I would
The
say
constable's just a
Well-
cog in the machine, Madeline. We've got to tear the
Absolutely.
machine down.
quell your rage
You're
for
no
now. but
fun.
unleash the fear-
I'm gonna
unleash
give
the
Madeline
fury of
guidance.
Oh
I
shit.
just. I didn't say it would be a fast-acting poison. We can always, get our
I
information
think-
quickly.
I think he could benefit us in the long term to get closer to the individuals who are truly nefarious and diabolical. Hold on to that anger.
But you
and
heard
rage.
him. He's just a cog in a machine that's obviously corrupt.
The cog in the
And he
machine
can't get
that
any
will-
closer to the Immortal Council than we can.
But he still has information though. He has more than he's leading on.
Fine, I won't poison him now. Do you always have to be the word of reason, Elohim? Can't you just let me have some fun?
We appreciate your
Those are-
temperance.
Those are not the arts that I was taught growing up as a child, but I can understand your frustration.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Fine,
I-
I'll wait.
I will also scour the banquet halls. I go off in a different direction from Forrest, and I'm taking notes as I'm walking along.
Was that Kate?
as this like whole discussion is going on, Grump will take his little tiny teddy bear and he's gonna hold him up to his ear, and he's going to just sort of like very seriously, like, stand there for a second.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And then Grump will turn to Madeline and say,
Hey, Madeline, Bear wants you to know that even the most small and inconsequential part of the machine, when removed or perhaps put under pressure, can bring the entire machine down. So, can I
Wait, so I
help?
should murder him? We should murder him.
Well, I think Bear was talking about more sort of like in a general future sort of sense, like not right this minute, because but yeah, I Bear appreciates your energy.
Bear.
Bear coming through the clutch again.
Yes. Always convincing me to do the right thing. All right, I'm on board for this plan. I'm no longer upset that we crash landed here and almost died, Dorian. As long as you're footing the bill to fix the airship.
Fortunately,
I can find a way to raise the money somehow.
Fortunately, I have the schematics to fix this airship in my head, so I have the blueprint memorized, so we're well on our way.
There you go. See?
You're
One
paying
step
for all the
closer.
supplies.
Somebody will.
So
We'll
Dorian's
figure it
gonna have to hustle and use those bar charms on the street to pull some money. So we need to see you busting out them skills, Dorian, and pulling that money in.
Yeah, work that pussy. Constable, are you still here?
Yes, and he's just kind of like holding the door, kind of looking expectantly as this motley crew of elves and one minotaur. Yeah, everybody's an elf, but Grump. He's like, please, by all means, come inside, warm up. Did you need something, Madam Madeline? Was it
Madeline Moon, yes.
Madeline Moon? Well, it's a lovely night behind the clouds, I'm sure, to see the moon. What can I do for you?
Well, first we can get inside, and then you can tell us all about this council. I would love to hear it.
Oh, well, you should have the opportunity to meet them very soon. I should return to my posting, but and you see that as you enter this huge banquet hall. It looks like perhaps it's sometimes used as like a town meeting hall. It's a place of gathering, and there are tables kind of stratified leading up to a large dais, and you see it's chock full of people clanking glasses. The smell and aromas of like stewed meats and fresh rustic bread is filling your nostrils. There's stewed vegetables. There's fresh vegetables, and there are haggard-looking, for lack of better words, servers running back and forth between like you see a door towards the back of the room, and and that kind of leads into this huge banquet hall. And you see up on the dais, you see another table, but it's higher, and you see 4 figures kind of sitting around, kind of supping and enjoying. It's hard to tell from here, but it's hard to tell what they're eating. And
Good use of the word supping, though. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Thank you. You see
At the council, Vanya says.
and you hear from below as you're walking through. Hear from below you. Hey, that's the council lassie. Why don't you have a seat? And you see a dwarven woman, and she's got her hair's kind of cropped short. She's got like a little soul patch situation and some really pointy sideburns. She's like, "Come on, you look soaked to the bone, and there's plenty of food to go around. But we'll all have to earn it later, of course. But there's plenty of it. Come on, bring your tall friend, you elves. Come on. You can come sit with us."
What do you mean we have to earn it later?
Well, I mean, it's... And she kind of looks frustrated and sad. She's like, well, nothing's free, right? But for those of us that can, we can really get ahead around here. Oh, I'm Herda, by the way. And she extends a really strong-looking hand up at you, Vanya. What was your name there, love?
Oh, I'm Vanya.
Ah, and these are your friends, eh?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, this is Madeline.
Hi,
This
Madeline.
is Grump. This is Dorian.
Hi, Dorian.
This is Elohim.
Oh, Elohim. Pleasure to meet you all. Well, come sit by me and my wife. And she kind of she finds you a big spot on the table, and you see sitting down, just going ham on literally a ham. You see this for lack of better words, like an elegant, full-on orcish lady. She's got these really cool tusks, and she looks extremely put together in these like flowing robes. But that ham has seen better days. And she's like, "This is Isa, me wife, and so the servers will bring you." My mic is apparently not doing well. That's great. That's great to hear.
Keeping the accent with it. That's great.
Once it's in there, it's stuck.
Once it's right, Will.
Sort of like me in relationships.
What if I turned everybody else down? Is it scratchy or is it too quiet?
It sounds great to me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I have
weird
no
thing.
problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Let
mic
me
is
just-
kind of...
Let me see what.
Hey, because I'd really like to show off me voice
see.
acting skills here. I'm kidding.
It is really scratchy on stream.
Oh, shite. I don't like that.
It sounds
Yeah.
nothing like that to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you try
It's-
like shake it around your mic cable, like honestly, you know what I mean?
Let's try shaking it.
As is so often the case, the secret may just be strategic wiggling.
And plugging it in and out again.
If I had $1.
For real. I can't tell you how many times strategic wiggling me out of a sticky situation.
They
Or
said it
into
sounds
one.
like a sick robot, which is what I described it as earlier when you first
Yeah.
got on.
Right, sorry about that. Is this any better?
Let me see.
Oh, it kind of hurts
You
your
talking?
ears. All right. I'm still talking. And I'm... people in chat says, hey, better.
It's a little better, but it's
Yay!
still staticky, but better. Yeah.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
Cool. All right. Thank you, chat, for your helpful advice.
Almost an hour in. We
Right.
got our mic situated.
Consummate
It's been
professionals.
without technical issues. That's for damn
All right.
sure.
So, Herda, the dwarf, she's wearing like some pretty fucking sick looking black leather armor. But she's like, there's an intentional like cleavage window that's totally there because she's flexing. Like
A
she's-
woman after
Good
my
for
own
her, her
heart.
positivity. That's great.
Yeah, she's killing it. She's like, so where are you coming from? Why are you here? Welcome to Amalric.
We had something of a surprise arrival.
We ran out of air gas, and now we're just kind of posting up for a little while.
Well, great. Well, you look like competent adventurers, especially you there, big fella. And she, Herda is about 4 feet tall, and she looks up at Grump, who is how tall, Kate?
He's about like 8.5 feet tall.
Well, you're like 4 of me. That's really impressive. I'm not good at math. Anyway, well, have a seat, dry off. Isa, scoot over, let them in. And she's like, oh, sorry, I'm, it's delightful. I'm starving. I'm absolutely famished. You said your airship crashed.
Correct.
Crash is a strong word.
Crash is the exact term that I would use.
We stopped suddenly, but we're right where we wanted to be.
And we're all alive for now.
Yeah.
That may be a temporary situation, but
We
anyway.
had an abrupt
Honestly, it
halt
couldn't have
for-
gone any better. We're here with you, and that's all we want.
Smashing. Well,
Don't apologize for
No,
having a
Smashing.
healthy
That's exactly
appetite.
what it was. Yes.
So, welcome to Amalric. It's well developed is the best I can say about it. And like she seems very refined, but she's got these prominent tusks that give her like a little bit of just this breathy quality to her voice. So will we be staying long?
Remains to be seen, I think.
Hopefully not too long.
Well, this is a place where fortunes can be made, and for those who strive the hardest, immortality, they say. That remains to be seen as well.
So Elohim's
What kind of
character-
immortality? Oh, I apologize.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Elohim has an insatiable desire to attain knowledge just about in any realm, and if he has to answer pretty much all questions. That's like one of his like vices, but his pros. So that's like my character is already dead centered on figuring out like what this like elixir of life and mortality is now. So anyways, I'm just giving you guys a heads up. Like that will lead us into some very interesting corners where I might get myself into some trouble. I might get Dorian into some trouble because at the end of the day, I'm like, I need to figure out what this is because this needs to be documented and scribed, and it needs to be like put in a textbook and archived in the future. Because I'm just like immortality by working hard, that doesn't make sense. So I need to figure out what this is.
If we're having this group huddle right now, then I should also point out that like my main thing at this point is going to be getting out there to those workers and learning why they're still working, why everyone else is eating, and they will be the focus of the most of the campaign for me is just talking to them.
And if I'm being honest, I want to slaughter the council for the wealth divide. So
Yeah, that fits what we've seen so far.
It's interesting that all of our characters' backstories like merge well because my people were slaughtered based on the interest in selfishness of knowledge to be used for power, and so I'm just like, as long as I can document how they got this power, like I'm okay with you like taking them out. Like I'm like, okay,
let's see
like
if we
make
can
sure I
fix this in a day.
Yeah,
Totally.
DM, can I roll a perception check to sort of vibe check the people at this party? Like, because we've already heard a couple of things about like
I was just
working,
about to say that.
like earning your keep, like that kind of thing. And then she was talking about, it's food isn't free. So like, do people seem like they're enjoying this? Are they like kind of reticent to be there? Like, what's the vibe at like the other tables that aren't necessarily the council?
Sure, give me a perception check.
I'm gonna give some guidance
Nice.
to Grump. So add a D4.
Oh, thank God.
I can
Because that
also,
was-
I think I can also give guidance. It's my cantrip. I think it's a guidance touch. It's a buff.
Yeah.
I think it only counts once though, right?
Okay, cool. That's
Unfortunately,
cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
Sorry, guys.
I just it's one of my cantrips.
I got a 12 with guidance, so
12.
not great. But
You know,
here we
it's
are.
2 better than average, Grump. You're doing great, bud.
Yeah.
So you're able to tell that with a 12, you're sitting back with some kind of rougher looking types. You can tell that Herda and her wife, Herda is clearly like some sort of martial figure in this town, but she's not wearing the same guard uniform that the constable was wearing. She, like I said, she looks like a mercenary of some type. It's hard to tell what her wife Issa's deal is, but she's wearing what could be like magister's robes, but they all look kind of like weather worn, and Herda's got some impressive looking scars. As you look forwards closer to the room, the end of the room, you see bankers or wealthy merchants or importers in finer silks and finer robes, less armor, um, less weaponry. And as you get towards the very front of the room, you see people that look like aristocracy sitting closest to this dais. And up on the dais, you see um, these figures, and they are in obscene finery, and they're sitting back on these big cushy chairs, kind of laughing and giggling, and you can kind of hear them making merry up at the front of the room.
Grump is going to take his giant minotaur hand and kind of point up at the guy dais and just say,
Who are they?
Oh, and Herder's like, oh, that's the council. They're the de facto leaders around here, and if apparently if we please them, we get to live forever. But it's been a long
What
time.
proof do you have of that?
Well, it's funny you're here tonight. Apparently, they're gaining another member. Normally there's only 3, but I see somebody else up there, and it looks like the lady that used to own the bank, but she looks young. She
How
was
do you become part of the council?
well. They tell us we've got to work hard and work harder than the next.
Are you saying that she de-aged?
She looks fantastic. I don't know. What do you think there, Isa? And
Wait a second. Are they vampires?
I don't know what a vampire is there, love. I'm sorry. Is that like somebody that officiates a baseball game?
Is there any garlic on the tables?
There is. I mean, this kind of a little too young looking boy in server's clothes kind of drops these
Child labor.
steaming bowls that they smell exquisite in front of you, and it's like a hearty vegetable soup. You can see like chunks of garlic. It looks pretty freaking great. If somebody in this room is avoiding garlic, it's the wrong room for them.
I would like to ask, who was the last person that you know that ascended to the council?
Sure. Let's see here. That was. Let me check my notes there, Forrest Valkai.
Glad this woman has notes.
Yeah. Oh, that would be Lady Veronica. But I was a wee girl at the time, and you see, this very poised looking, human looking lady. She looks to be about maybe 35 years old. She's got this long, silky black hair. And she's got this beautiful, like crushed velvet red bustier situation happening with like this cool, like white under bust thing. It's really, she looks hot. And she's kind of laughing and joking with this very tall, blonde, very striking, chiseled features gentleman, perhaps maybe of elven ancestry. And they're just kind of making merry.
Do something.
Sure.
I'd like to activate primeval awareness.
Okay.
As an action, I won't know the location, but I think I can figure it out. To sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elemental, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you.
Okay.
Nice.
Do you get like a radar ping on that? Is that kind of the vibe?
So it doesn't reveal their location
Okay.
or number, but I know that they're within 1 mile, and I think I would assume that they're the council.
You get a definite strong whiff. I don't know how this resonates with you, but a tinge of undead, and you get a tinge of maybe fiendish nature as well.
I want to talk to the lady what just ascended the council recently when this lady, the other person, was a child. That's who I want to talk to. That's where I want to be.
Dorian. Be
Me.
careful.
I'm always careful.
No, you're not. I smell something fiendish and undead.
I
Well,
thought that
nice
was
to
me.
It's not you.
Well,
Grub.
that's a compliment. As much as I ever got one from you, anyway. I thought I've been smelling nice lately.
Diem, what was the name of the orc that we were chatting with?
Isa. She's kind of sitting
Isa.
there. She's gone back to her. It's almost a ham bone at this point. There's like
Yeah.
very little.
Grump is going to look at Dorian and kind of like put together that Dorian wants to go talk to the council folks. And so Grump is going to sort of stand up and curtsy to Issa, and say,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but my friend Dorian here is actually a bard of great renown and acclaim, and we are so fortunate and blessed to have come on such a night, as Dorian has in fact prepared a song, a performance in celebration of the ascension of the council. Would it be all right if we prepared this performance for you as our thanks for your kind hospitality and your welcome to your fine and
and he just kind of like gestures around, like, because he doesn't really know like what to call it. And he's like really obviously like winking at Dorian the whole time. But he's just trying to give Dorian an in to get up to the table.
And Issa's like, well, it's not really up to me, but I can motion towards one of the event coordinators. I'm sure if you're a bard of any sort of quality, that the council would be delighted. And she kind of gestures over to a very harried-looking gentleman, human guy, got this trimmed, nice, tight goatee situation, but he's got like bags under his eyes, and he's like gesturing wildly to make sure everybody has food in front of them. And he kind of leans over and like silently leans in, and Issa whispers something up in his ear, and his eyes just kind of get big, and he politely kind of, you just find him kind of like edging over behind you, Dorian, and he's like, uh, the lady says that you're a performer of some kind.
Absolutely. I'm here to learn about your society and sing songs about to share your glory with the world. Also, how much do you make?
Well, that's a fair question. Well, I'm endowed with a silver piece per week, which is it's quite good. I have worked my way very hard to this position, and
A
I
silver piece.
That's
How
it?
much does bread cost in silver?
well and he's like, he gestures towards your table. He's like, the bread that your table is dining upon, that would be about 2 silver pieces, and you see like
Ah,
3 large loaves.
Damn.
That's really
can't even
expensive
afford a bread.
Well, it's artisanal. There are some more. We have like a millet-based bread that my family and I dine upon. You have the good stuff.
And what's your name?
Oh, Jax. It's
Ja-
Jackson, but
Jax,
people
it
call
is
me
a
Jax.
pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're going to talk later on. As for right now, I need you to get me up to that table full of people because I have some things that I want to say to them, particularly that lady over there with the long hair, the one that the DM mentioned earlier. That's who I need to talk to just as fast as possible. But you and I, we need to catch up just as soon as we're done.
All right. And Herda like hears this, and she's like, "Oh, you're all fiery one, aren't you? All right. Well, She's like, "All right, Jax, I'm gonna help you out. Normally we're not allowed to like go to the front of the room. This event is being held by the council. It's like a ceremony.
Jax, we need to take her with us. She also needs to come up with us because she is a big part of the thing that we're doing today.
Give me a persuasion check for us."
Guidance. So
yeah,
add
totally.
a D4.
While this is happening, can I sneak away?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a stealth check.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Oh, I have a +7 to stealth, so let's 19.
Gone.
You're doing
Cool.
real style dice. I rolled a 29 persuasion.
Wow.
Jax is like,
Holy moly.
"You've been very kind to me. It's Jackson, by the way," and he shakes her hand. You almost see like a tear in his eye. He's this is going to be a lot, and he gestures to a lot of the other coordinators standing at the rows of each table. He's like, and they kind of like sneak over into a darkened corner, and you can see him kind of whispering amongst themselves. And then he gestures towards you, and then he gestures towards Herda. And he gestures towards Herda. She kind of comes over and she whispers up in his ear, and then she rejoins you, and she's like, All right, music boy. I hope you're ready for this, because this is audacious and I love it. Um, we're just going to go off. Are any of your other companions musicians?
Oh, no, 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 of course not. They're just here for moral support. They've got their own jobs to do. I'm here to talk to your council.
All right. Well, tell you what. You start your playing, you start your singing, or whatever you do. I don't know if you do handstands or what, but if you do a good enough job, I bet you we can just saunter right up to the council, eh? And you see Issa kind of tense up, and she kind of reaches over and grabs her wife's hand, and you see the stern, very concerned look, and she's like, "It'll be fine. It'll be just fine, there, my love." And she reaches up and gives her a little peck on the cheek. She's like, "We got our new
Aw.
friends with us." Um,
I put my hand on Dorian's shoulder and say, "Break a leg," and give him guidance again.
All right, music boy, are you ready?
Ready when you are.
All right, let's give me your best performance check, eh?
Best performance check.
And add a D4 to that for the guidance.
While
Cool.
you're rolling, Forrest.
I forgot to roll the D4 to the last check, so
Oh,
if
it would've been
makes it more
33?
persuasive. Yeah.
No, they bent over backwards. Seth, what are we doing?
I want to sneak to the forward part of the room and see if I can get sight on one of the nobles that is maybe going to the bathroom or something.
Okay. Like a ghost. You rolled a 19.
Mhm.
Your friends lose sight of you unless you choose to let them see you. But I don't. This is probably like par for the course for Madeline. Yeah, just. Pff. It's kind of a big room. There are people kind of shuffling around, and there's merriment, and there's about to be music, I think. But it is just a large open room. It's dark outside, and the room is torchlit, so there are flickering lights, but it's not by any means dim light.
Mhm.
In this large
Cool.
open room. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go, I didn't realize you were still speaking. Go ahead.
No, I'm so sorry. I was just going to say, in this large open room, how are you going to make it up there, Seth?
So I'm sticking to the edges of the room and sort of trying to blend in with the servants. I basically want to stalk the shadows at the corners of the room and just get sight of any of the nobles that might leave the table for any reason.
Okay.
I think I can help you with that, Madeline. I'm also interested in getting closer as well, but I have the ability to use Mask of the Wild, so I can attempt to hide even when I'm only lightly obscured. So I think I'm just gonna like lean into the shadows and
Okay.
like just like conceal myself. I don't know if
Okay.
I have to check roll from that's like one of my special abilities. Is
Yeah,
a
that's
stealth.
cool. Yeah,
So
give me a stealth
I
check.
conceal my. You want to get a stealth check?
Yeah.
What do I use for stealth check? Is it charisma, constitution, or strength?
It's on your stat list in the middle of the page, and it's dex based, but there should be a number next to stealth at the bottom of your skills.
I see. I got a +2. What do I do for that? Okay.
So you just
I got
click
an 18.
18.
All right, well, I got 20. I got 20 with the +2.
+2.
So I got 20.
Wonderful. All right, so you kind of blend into the shadows, right?
Okay.
I don't know if you're trying to follow Seth, because Madeline is hard to follow,
In most ways.
or if you're just trying to do your own
I'm
thing.
I'm going in my own direction, but I'm watching Madeline. I'm seeing what she's doing. I'm picking up her movement. I'm also interested, so I'm going in the same direction. But I want it to blend in with the shadows. But I want to see if there's a way that I can disrupt the enclave of elites that are now being wooed by Dorian's impressive performance. And I want to like get them out of their chairs, and like actually so we can approach them closer. So let's see what I can do. I cast. I'm gonna conjure for an animal. I'm gonna conjure a scorpion about 60 feet from them to come on top of their table and scare them from their chairs.
Which ones now?
Say it again. Which one?
Which table are you trying to conjure this upon?
Oh, for the elites, so the ones that are watching Dorian's performance.
Like the
So I
close.
cast this,
Okay.
but I'm cloaked in the shadows. And
Sure.
so there's a light familiar that just kind of crawls up underneath the table, and they kind of get spooked and they kind of like jump up. And the goal is to like try to distance them from the table so they kind of walk away. So now we can like approach them. I don't know if I need a check roll from that, but it's one of my spells.
Your 18 is good. Just mark off your spell slot. Forrest, what is our performance check, buddy?
So I got +4 from Vanya as well, right?
You got a D4.
Well, D4. You roll a D4.
Oh, a D4. Okay, let me go ahead and do that very quickly, just to be safe here. Let me go and roll a D4. Bap. And that came up as a 3, so that means I rolled a 29 again.
29. What does Dorian's incredible performance look like?
I sing a song that is and do a dance, a jaunty tune that's all about just like happiness and joy and excitement, but there is a definite and like not subtle, like if you're listening, you'll notice it, but if you're just there to join the show, you won't. It's just a happy, but there is a not subtle undertone about like equality and freedom and like and you know, sharing society together and like working for a better future and the things that if you were on the council you would assume meant hard work gets you to the council, and if you weren't on the council might kind of mean like, hey, maybe we should all be able to be on the council, and like it's that kind of thing is all there, just boiled into it. Very jaunty, exceedingly jaunty, the jauntiest jaunt whatever jaunted.
It's a damn good roll for a good jaunty tune. So as Herda kind of leads you up towards the center of the room, and you are selling it. All eyes are on you, Forrest. All eyes are on you, Dorian.
Giving, it's working.
Yeah.
I'm serving, and they are enjoying.
You see as
Bardy realness hitting the floor.
Deliciousness. As you leave kind of this back area of like laborers and sellswords, and you step forward and you see like maybe like law enforcement support kind of just past you, and you see a halfling man that as you're walking by stands up as if to stop you, and Herda fucking stiff arms him back into his chair. And as you make it up one more table, you see like wealthy merchants and business people, and initially they're just kind of looking down their nose at the rest of the room, which is about 80% of the room, just kind of like slapping their knees and clapping and cheering for you. And you see like this tall, young, muscular-looking blonde man in this very fine silk tunic stand up as if he were to stop you. And then you hear this high-pitched as he notices the scorpion. It's a large scorpion, right, Tyus?
Yeah, it's like probably the size of a hand. So
a hand-sized scorpion crawls its way on top of the table and like sits in his plate and like brandishes its large claws. It's a claws eater, not a sting eater, and it's got these large claws. And this guy that was going to absolutely cockblock your advances is scared shitless out at this massive scorpion on his plate, and you're just rocking. And yes, I see it.
Can I add also to my song that I also sing the praises of Ray Lawler?
Yes.
Lawler?
Wow, Ray Lawler.
$500.
Oh my God! Thank you, Ray.
$100.
Wow,
Good
wow.
gravy.
Thank you so much.
Definitely going to be our largest supporter. We've also got, let's see here, Tiffany Bonnier over in the GoFundMe donated $100. So thank you to, especially, you're definitely our largest donors thus far in the stream. Holy fucking shit. But with them, that's $764 raised through the stream, $550 raised through the GoFundMe, and looks like we have raised, wait for it to load, $10.56 on t-shirts. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for all your help and all your donations. You guys are absolutely fantastic. You're making a lot of people's lives a lot better today, and we're just thrilled to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Now,
much.
please continue. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're not interrupting.
I was going to interrupt if you weren't going to.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Thank
Oh
you,
my
team.
God.
Thank you, Ray.
Jesse,
Yes, ma'am.
going back to the game.
Yeah.
Just before I forget, I also want to cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay, yeah, you can have already done that if you like.
Okay,
I got your back, dude.
So that would have raised my actual stealth to 29.
That makes a difference.
All these 29s.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of 29s.
Yeah, we're the lucky 29s.
Somebody
That's
in the
wild.
chat said you want to buy a t-shirt, you can do so using the link in the description. You can also donate on the GoFundMe
shit.
using that link, or you can donate here on the YouTubes.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
No, you're good.
Apologize.
No. I thought I was too. I just saw the thing in the chat.
Okay, cool.
I just want to announce that the role of Bear Bear will be played by Bailey until
Oh
my
God, that's so cute.
idiot dog calms down.
Bailey
Yeah,
Bear.
Bear works on Madeline
good. It's good. It's
from
good.
now on, forever. Yeah.
So I'm going to flash back to our scene. Madeline, you see chaos, right? As Dorian is selling his performance, all eyes are on the gangly bard, enchanting the crowd with this song of victory over adversity. But it's smooth enough that it's not upsetting anyone else that may be sitting at the upper echelons of society. And there's a little bit of chaos as an absolute dude bro of a young aristocrat is kind of high pitched shrieking at the large. Is it a black scorpion, Tyus?
Yeah, you could say it's like an emperor scorpion
Like
to some degree.
Perfect, like an emperor scorpion crawling upon his golden plate, which you guys were eating off of wood. This is kind of bullshit. Anyway, you see there is a back entrance at the end of this banquet hall. Right now, no one is getting up. It seems like whatever is happening in the middle of the room with Dorian has kind of glued everyone to their seats. But Dorian, you are able to stand just before the council, and you see these extremely refined looking, beautiful people. For lack of better words, you see much closer now. You can see Lady Veronica, as was mentioned before, and she's wearing like crushed red velvet. And she's got this long black hair. You can see two more figures. Kind of towards the center of the table, this tall, lithe elven man with this long, flowing, silken golden hair and these piercing blue eyes. You see a very powerful-looking man, a very broad-shouldered, tall human male with like a shaved head and like these thick eyebrows, and he's actually wearing like heavy plate armor. And then you see one that looks a little out of touch. She's not wearing the finery and the regalia of the other three, and it appears to be like maybe a half elven or a full elven lady, and she looks pleased and kind of wide eyed and excited.
May I interrupt?
Yes.
While the performance is happening, can I swipe some meat pies and store them in my bag?
You certainly can. Yeah, absolutely. Grab. The more you grab, every time you grab one, another one kind of within minutes replaces it on the table in front of you. A little.
I'm also going to thank Captain Red Bull for donating another $100. Holy crap! Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Captain Red Bull. Thank you so much. Wow.
Huzzah!
Huzzah for the Red Bull. And a young, clearly full elven girl with similar complexion to your own, Vanya. She's like, another meat pie, madam. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take them.
Mm-hmm.
Take as many as I can.
Would you like me to just bring you some?
Yes.
How many? All right. How many would you like?
A lot. I'm very hungry.
A lot.
I'm just, secretly going to be passing those out to some of the workers
This
later.
many? Well, this many? Or like this many?
This many.
All right. And she looks over at Jax and she's like, we're gonna need more pies. You're at the front of the room. No one can see Seth off to the side. What is happening right now with Herda and Dorian at the very front of the room, right in front of the council?
Having finished my performance, I am most interested in introducing Herda to the lady that she said she knew ascended to the council. So that is right where I'm going, and I'm dragging Herda along with me. You gotta come say hello to this lady. You said you knew her before and you grew up with her. We gotta congratulate her. Come on, let's go see this lady.
Herda's like, all right, this is audacious, but I love it. I've never been up here before. This is great. Okay. All right, one moment. And she takes you over to a human woman, maybe half elven. It's hard to say. And she's got a very dark complexion. And she's wearing clothing that is more fitting to like the nobles, but not necessarily this ruling council. and as you approach, um, you see guards kind of flood the front of the room, and the blonde man kind of sits back in his chair and smirks and says, just gestures. This should be good. And the guards kind of sit back, but they've got their hands on their swords. And
Right.
Herda's like, Lady Naima, look at you. You look lovely. What? How did you do it? Oh, by the way, this is
What happened
Dorian.
is that K-Bean just donated $100. That's what happened.
K-Bean!
K-Bean, well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, KB, I appreciate you.
Oh,
That's our
and
first
Rob
crossover 1.1 thousand on that stream, and now we're up to still over 550 on the other donation thing. You guys are freaking incredible. We are, not even an hour and a half into this.
Rob Reeve just donated another 100.
Rob!
That's fucking Rob Reeve. Look at you.
This is amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
guys
team.
Are fantastic.
You are so wonderful. I appreciate you so much. Back to the action. This very refined looking woman stands up and she's like, Lady Herda, it is lovely to see you again, of course. And you can see the 3 other council members are kind of like watching her closely. To what do I owe the pleasure of your acquaintance? She's like, well, this is me new friend Dorian. Dorian's the performer that was just bringing down the house. Good job, Dorian. This is Lady Naima. She used to run the bank, but I guess you're on the council now, eh, Naima? And she's like, well, I did work very hard. Hello, Dorian.
It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am. Hey, really quick, am I out of earshot from everybody else, or is like everybody watching me talk to this lady?
All eyes are on you, Bard.
Fuck. Okay. So, hey, I really am just fascinated to know more about your town. I just arrived, and my ride isn't going to be up and running anytime soon. So I've got a little bit of time. I want to know more about what this place is so I can, tell more people about it. Would you mind talking to me and Herda here just for a little while about, who you are and what this is all about? I want to interview you and know more about you as a person. What do you say?
Give me a persuasion check. That's what I say.
Totally.
This should be good.
Oh
no.
Well, I got a 13.
Okay. She's like, well, sure. I'm Lady Naima. I used to run the bank with my family. It was endowed upon me at my birth, of course. And
I want to usher this lady kind of off to the side as we're talking. I just want to kind of just walk and talking with her, just kind of getting her away from the crowd. You just her, me, and Herda kind of stepping away where nobody else can hear us, but they can still see us. We're just kind of over here. Everything's safe. Everything's fine. We're just walking around a little bit.
She looks a little nervous about this, especially with a 13. But she's like,
K-Bean.
What did K-Bean do?
Crushing it with another $100.
K-Bean! Thank you, K-Bean.
Good
Thank
gravy.
you.
So sweet of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Much appreciated. She's like, well, all right, but keep it brief. Is there something you need specifically?
What I'm really interested in here is you ascended to this council. You said you worked so hard, and Herda here even knew you in your, I guess you could say, past life of just living here amongst the common folks. So what I really want to know is a persuasion check here. Tell me everything you can about like what it actually is to be on the council. What's the process of becoming on the council like? What's the initiation? What are the rules? Really give me some details. I rolled a 21.
Okay, with a 21. She's like, well, I will tell you this, and then I must get back to my seat because festivities are about to begin. Amalric is a town of great opportunity for those endowed with great purpose and drive. If you can only pull yourself up by the straps on those boots, you could join us even here on the council. But like I said, I've been at this for quite some time. I am a woman of 65 years old, and she doesn't look a day over 35. I would say that if you're going to join the council, you should get working right away. Anything else I can do for you there, love?
When you joined the council, what did they say? What did they do? What happened? What was the process of joining? Was it a form? Was there a ritual? Was there did you get a nice hat? Like, what was there a background check? Did they do a house visit? Was there an interview? Did they ask you how many pets you have? Like, what was it when you became a councilwoman, a woman of the council, a
Yes.
woman who sits upon the council, a council parson? Who'd you talk to?
You see, I'm, like I said, my family is quite endowed with wealth to begin with, but I didn't let
So
that.
was it a family connection or was it your work? Like, what happened there?
I would say it's a bit of both, really. I mean, just because I was born with all of the resources that I was born with doesn't mean I didn't work any harder than anyone else. So indeed, I endeavored. Day and night toiled, and as did my employees day and night.
And you worked. Did your employees make the council too?
Well, no, they don't own a bank. Of course they didn't. I mean,
Oh, it's the owner that gets it. And when you got on there, they brought you into the council place and they gave you some fresh council soup and then you signed some council forms. What happened?
give me a perception check there, Dorian.
Yeah, by all means. That's going to be a 20.
20.
15 plus 5.
Wow, your rolls are great.
The rolls are
tonight.
fire. You see, they're not eating the same stuff. You see beautiful fruits. They're all supping on these amazing, delectable looking, ripe, red apples and cherries the size of your fist. And it's almost
I want some
gross.
fish cherries. I
You
want some of those fish cherries.
You want some? And they're like, well, part of it is, I get to dine with the council, and of course, I get to help negotiate the future of Amalric, our fair city. My station in life has become something grander and more permanent, for the good of the city, of course.
Do you have a spot for Herda? Because I just met her a little while ago and she seems great. She works really hard. She's fantastic. I've never met a kinder dwarf of a person. She's really, really cool.
I'm really cool. And you see this tight, practiced smile creep across her face. Of course, Miss Herda is very cool. And if she should only endeavor a little harder, I'm sure she could join the council.
Can she have an application form?
Well, it's more of a committee meeting. You see, the rest of the council elects its membership from.
Where do I book the appointment for the committee?
Well, I suppose it's less of that, and it's more of you are noticed by the council. We see the good that you do for the people of Amalric, and
can I put in a petition to be noticed?
This is highly unusual, but I suppose you may. We entertain all official forms.
Can I get a noticing petition for Herda? I love this lady. I need her on your council.
And she's like, you could see like a growing aggravation. Well, I'm sure in the morning you could absolutely stop by the courthouse and file some sort of paperwork. The cleric there can help you out.
Listen, Jasmine, I love you. I don't want to take up any more of your time. I do have the matter of like the payment that I need to leave you alone. Could I get some of your fruits?
Oh, no, I'm afraid that would be inadvisable.
One fish cherry.
I'm afraid I must insist that you must
one
not.
half of one fish cherry.
As soon as Dorian says that, I'm also listening in the shadows.
Yeah.
And, kind of a light bulb.
We need
goes
you
off
in the
my head.
shadows, Tyus.
I'm watching and I'm listening in the shadows. And can I check for? I don't know what I guess it would be an intelligence or wisdom check, but for Arcana because I'm going through like my scrolls in my back because It sounds familiar. A certain type of fruit or like enchanted good that could produce or cause or fortify your mortality.
Yeah.
I don't know if that check roll for that. What would that be? Arcana or
yeah, probably an Arcana check. That would work.
Let me try. I got a 19.
19. It seems plausible. Even in your studies, I don't know that you found anything exactly like this, but these fruit are beautiful and delectable looking, and she seems to be stonewalling Dorian pretty hard on the fruit front.
Can I hear
Who has
this?
the highest sleight of hand?
That would
That
probably
would
be
probably be me.
yeah. Who is
I
nearby
have
in the
a
shadows
+2. That's all I've got.
I have +4.
Perfect. And you're hidden.
and
Yep.
nearby?
And I'm going to sneak over to that table.
Okay, I'm gonna let you maintain your. Is it a 39 that you had with Pass Without Trace?
29.
Okay, yeah.
29.
You notice like they Pass Without Trace. Did you extend that to Elohim?
I wouldn't have.
Okay.
I probably should have, but I didn't think of it.
Okay. You can tell that.
Wait, did you sneak? How close did you sneak to me, Elohim?
Me? I'm actually not as close to you. I think I'm near Dorian, but I'm like on the
Yeah,
other
we didn't
side.
talk about it. Otherwise, I would have.
Elohim, you can tell that they have clocked you. The council has. No one else in the room has. But the council has eyes on you, and they're trying not to be conspicuous about having noticed you. They have not noticed you, Madeline.
Okay, I'm going to go up and try to steal some fruit and leave a little gift on the way out.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check. This is going to be it's a high DC on this one.
Oh, fuck yes, please. Come on, nat fucking 20. That is not a nat fucking 20. That is a 15.
15. No one sees you. No one sees shit.
Really?
For those that are the most perceptive, facing your direction, perhaps the most that they could see is a shadowy hand reach out of. But that would be for the most perceptive. But without even glancing over his shoulder, a firm hand snaps and grabs your wrist as the blonde gentleman with the striking blue eyes turns. Oh, I'm sorry, those are for council members only. Perhaps you could rejoin your compatriots.
Perhaps you could tell me why an immortal is eating fruit here and why I'm getting a sense of undead and fiendish work here. Maybe you could inform me of that, sweetheart.
Captain Red Bull just said that if we get $30 more donated in the next 4 minutes, that he will donate another $100. So if anybody has
Thanks,
$30
Captain
laying
Red
around,
Bull.
If you're
we
sitting
wanna
on
throw it in
30,
there.
yeah, thank you, Captain Red Bull. My God, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Awesome ducket.
Hooray.
Give me a
Let me see.
Madeline, would you give me either? Are we trying to intimidate or persuade here?
Persuade.
Okay.
I have
Love it.
surprisingly low intimidation. Wait, do I have anything I can add to this? Hold on. I'm looking. Okay, I have expertise in this, so
Cool. Yeah, you're great.
hopefully that'll work.
You're doing awesome.
Ooh, okay. That is a 23.
23.
Nice.
And he smirks. He's like, I like the look of you. Perhaps we
I
could.
can't say the same.
Oh, you wound me terribly. The merriment this new band of adventurers brings. Perhaps we could meet some other time. And initially you're like, is he flirting? And you're like, no, he's just a weirdo.
Captain Red Bull, it's on you. I just put in 50.
Oh, thank you,
Yay.
Forrest
Yay.
Valkai.
Well, all of this has
Mhm.
been going on.
Yes.
Grump is very conspicuous, and he knows that he is because he just towers over everybody. And so he is kind of like stuck to sort of like the periphery, the edge of the room. But as the sort of conversation starts about like the fruit, and he's watching Dorian do this like sweet talk thing that he does, Grump is going to reach up and sort of flip his glasses down onto his nose. And as he does this, if you were to be paying attention, they're going to start to sort of like subtly shimmer, subtly glimmer a little bit as he looks through them, like down, the edge of his nose. And I'm going to activate magical awareness.
Ooh.
As an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic.
Okay.
So I would like to look at the fancy fist cherry.
Yeah, the fist cherries.
And the just like the fruit on the table as a whole, and see like why is everybody freaking out about this particular fruit, and see if I can pick up anything.
Okay. Is this the detect magic? Is that kind of what we're at here? Is that this?
Sure.
I'm gonna run it like that because that'll give you more info. How's that sound?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. I don't
Cool.
know. I'm just reading what it says.
Love that. You can tell that the fruit is magical in nature. Absolutely. In fact, it's almost easy to tell from anywhere in the room because it's abnormally large and succulent looking. There's these beautiful, almost golden pears. You're getting a vibe of maybe abjuration off of these fruits, maybe or just a back end of maybe necromantic energies.
Okay. Hey team, do you guys trust me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Seeing this and seeing what happened, because I think Grump would have noticed Madeline getting grabbed by the blonde guy.
Mhm.
This is so silly, and I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care.
Yeah.
It's a one shot.
It's a one shot. Get weird.
So what's my name? Grump is going to sort of head to like the front of the room, like he would be like making an announcement, type deal. And as he does, he's gonna put his glasses back of his head, and he's gonna
and he starts like grabs the glass, starts blinking on the glass, my ladies, gentlemen, all those, gender is a social construct, honestly, but we can get to that later. I am just honored to be here today in order to. I'm feeling faint. Oh, someone please fetch a healer, fetch a doctor.
I'm a healer.
And as he does this, he's gonna just fling himself on like all 8.5 feet of him just onto the table with the goal of like flipping the whole thing over so that Madeline can grab stuff from behind the table where she is in the shadows. As that happened, and just flailing like the most dramatic silly thing that you've ever seen. And he's just, boy, did he break a lot of stuff along the way.
Sure, give me an athletics or performance check.
Okay.
Your pick.
Well, I am a barbarian.
Hell yeah.
So let's go with athletics. That's a 22.
22. The air that Grump is able to catch on the way down from his pratfall is impressive. And Grump is large and is able to like fall dead in the middle of welcome back, Forrest.
Yeah, I think me going out fucked some stuff up because I'm now over here on science with Tyus.
Yep, that's your name now.
I'm Katie now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I teach people about evolution.
Yes.
I think it's bullshit that Jesse is the only one who remained Jesse. I think that's a bit messed up.
DM privilege.
No one,
can fill, white man.
No one can fill his shoes. Literally, they're giant.
They are enormous.
Forrest is black now.
As the piercing blue eyes meet yours, Madeline, and a smile, a sinister-looking smile, creeps across the face of this blonde elven man. You see from the corner of your eye a large. What color is Grump?
He's like a very dark brown.
A large dark brown furry projectile launching itself in the direction of this blonde man and exploding in the middle of what is actually a stone table that shatters. And the room erupts into chaos. You see guards filling in, and Herda is like, "See ya, have fun, enjoy prison." And like she like grabs. You can see her like sneaking out the back, like dragging her wife in tow, who is pointing and laughing at the chaos. And you manage to splatter this bowl of golden pears on your back, Um, and people don't care about the table. People don't care about the event. But as you do so, the eyes of the council widen, and they focus on you. And they gesture to Grump, and they say, "Take it outside and kill it." We are.
We're gonna fight the council. We're gonna fight the council. We're gonna fight the council.
They get up and saunter out of the room.
Oh no, I'm right there.
Okay, they try. Oh, how are you stopping them?
Let's see.
Fight the council. Fight the council. Fight the council. Fight the council. Fight the council.
Fight the council.
I think it'd be wise for us to try to evade the situation. If he could incapacitate them or stun them for a moment, because I feel like these people are incredibly powerful based on the contents of these enchanted goods that they're consuming.
Well, I can take a dagger and I can stab the one that's next to me and
Yeah.
poison him while trying to grab the fruit.
Well, Madeline has clearly gone in a different direction.
Yeah, I don't have many other options besides murder.
I am
There's
also
guards though, right?
voting
Like,
for
oh,
murder.
that's what's happening.
This place is filling with like dozens of like heavily armed guards, and they are. You notice that there's a heavy focus on the crowd. The guards are focused on the crowd. They're situated in such a way to protect the council from the crowd, who is like, "Hey, it's just."
Fight with us.
It's just, are you saying that?
Yes,
Give me a persuasion.
To the crowd or to the guards?
to the crowd.
Hell yeah.
This is exactly what I hoped would happen.
Yeah, this is not. We were trying to be subtle. It failed.
7.
Fine.
Subtlety is not my strong suit.
The-
Not in real life nor in character.
Listen, I
Me
have to go.
neither.
I have to go open Christmas presents in 45 minutes, so I'm just trying to
Trying to
make this,
Damn you.
make this happen.
elevate shit. As with a 7, Vanya, you hear one guy go like, "Hell yeah, let's join them, let's help them out," and everybody else is like, kind of stepping away from him. But you get one guy that's like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this."
I like this guy.
My name is Archie. It's nice to meet you. I'm gonna punch this guy. And you see him cold cock one of the fucking guards that's like trying to like they've got like they've got their hands on their short swords. They're holding shields. And Archie, who is he looks like a mercenary of some kind. He's got like this rad mohawk and this cool like plate-studded armor. Just cold cocks one of the guards. The guard goes out. It is chaos. It is pandemonium. I'm going to ask you this: are we fighting or are we fleeing?
I'm drawing my bow on the council.
You're trying to pull on the fucking council. Okay. Of
If
all
I can, I'd like to cast Guiding Bolt at the council.
fucking here we go. Let's roll initiative, everybody.
Fuck it.
I love this
I
party.
was just gonna try and get outside, but like, all right, let's go.
I was going to
Alright,
throw you
so
outside.
That is that, and then I add
Roll for initiative.
Docker.
Roll for initiative.
Woo!
I don't have a map for this.
Oh, so there's no good way to say this, but I did roll a nat 1, so that's fun.
I
for
rolled a
me.
24.
That's fine.
Wow.
I get a bonus because I'm a Gloomstalker.
All right. The words of of Dorian's beautiful, inspiring song from earlier begin. You all hear them, but it's not Dorian.
I was gonna roll to like inspire the crowd further.
Yeah, you want to do it? You want to do that? Go for
I
it.
want to whip the crowd into a damn
Yeah,
frenzy.
let's go.
Before you even
Alright,
do so,
roll a
Dorian.
performance.
Inspiring speech.
Yeah, give me a performance check.
I rolled with the pluses 29.
29. Before you even
In
start.
our hands is placed a power greater than their hoarded gold, stronger than the might of magic, magnified 1,000-fold. We will build ourselves a new world from the ashes of the old. For together we are strong. Get them excited.
Yeah! The crowd is pumped. They're joining you. They're singing it along. And then you see Archie, this burly mercenary type, kind of like extend his big barrel chest in his arms, and he just roars in victory. And catapulting off of his shoulders, you see Herda, like superhero pose, with a short sword, right into the chest of another guard, and then it is on. Pandemonium breaks out. The guards immediately fall into the crowd. The crowd falls upon the guards. The council falls upon you. 4 members of this council. Seth, you had a 24?
24.
24.
Holy moly!
Jesus of Christland.
What happened?
Evil23X just donated $1,000.
Evil 23X!
Holy
What?
shit!
Woo!
Thank you so much
Oh
for your
my
commitment
god, thank you.
to ending
Damn.
discrimination against LGBT people and building a better world with us. We shall build ourselves a new world from the ashes of the old, y'all.
Yeah.
First, we got to burn this one down.
Absolutely.
God, if people keep donating, I might actually have to show a hole in the internet. Damn.
Do a different stream. I'd also like to shout out.
I'll get you banned in the process.
Right. Lady Bet over on GoFundMe also donated $100 a little bit ago, and we didn't see it because I wasn't looking at the GoFundMe. And we have several other $50 donations in there. You guys are absolutely fantastic. We raised $628 so far on the GoFundMe page. We've got $2,400, a little over that, here on this stream, and $20 in shirts. Hell
20 bucks in
yeah.
shirts. Fuck yeah, shirts.
Fuck yeah, shirts.
Fuck yeah, shirts.
Yay,
Shirt.
shirt.
Oh my god, Ray.
Oh my
thank
god,
you.
another 500.
The heat with the 501.
Thank you, Ray.
The clutch.
Thank you all so much.
Hell
Damn.
yes.
Encourage violence, but feel free to have a competition to see who can donate more like that. by all means.
Absolutely. We support
Yeah,
violence for a
that's
cause.
Heck yeah.
Aggressive donation.
We are not passive, or at least I'm not a pacifist, if you couldn't tell.
I don't think anybody here is.
Question: if the chat donates another $500, will you sing another song?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. You heard it because that was a bop. Good. I was not expecting that. Good
That
job.
was, yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was
you just
good.
have that in
It was
your
good.
pocket because that was.
You heard it
fantastic.
here. Donate another $500 and you get to hear Forrest sing more.
I should have picked a key that actually worked. I just started screaming.
You did good. You were
Oh, you're
inspiring
right.
us.
We've got more workers to inspire, and there are more songs to be sung.
All right. Vanya, what did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
19. Okay. All right. What about you, Elohim?
It seems like everybody's getting into it. I've just been strategizing mentally in my
Yeah.
head. So I think what I'm gonna do is
So we're just
I mean,
rolling
I don't really
initiative. So it's kind of like turn order of things, which is cool. You're doing great.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about it. Yeah, just the D&D Beyond is so cool. I love this online.
It's a
platform.
cool
So
thing.
I'm reading it.
Not
just
a
so much
sponsor.
right now. Not a sponsor, by the way.
Yet.
But thank you for all the donations. So it seems like everybody's casting to help and support. Dorian has used his rallying and frenzy war cry, which is great. Love that. I think I'm also going to help out too because I've already been spotted, and obviously the commotion doesn't really help me with like hiding in the shrouds anymore. So I'm going to cast for Tidal Wave. I'm going to summon. I'm going to cast Tidal Wave.
Okay.
And
Real quick. I'm so sorry to cut you off there, Tice. So initiative is when we roll a d20, and that kind of determines the turn order. So you can absolutely do that on your turn. You're doing awesome, and I love that you're here, and I love your creativity. And I love that you're about to kill the council. But let's just roll that d20 and find out where you're at. Yeah.
just roll a
Drown them in the
D20.
cries of the people.
Roll a d20. I roll a d20. I got a 16.
Cool. What's your agility?
What's your initiative score? It's right next to
my
your armor
initiative-
class.
Armor class. Oh wait, initiative. It's +2.
Okay, so 18.
Yes.
All right.
I see.
All right. So we have first. Okay.
I see.
All right. And what did we get, Grump?
Grump got a natural 1.
Plus anything?
Hell yeah. Yeah, it was a 2, but it was still a critical fail.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So Grump is last, and let's see here. We got Vanya. Dorian. Dorian, what did you roll, buddy?
I rolled a 10. You're talking initiative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Cool.
10 for 10.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm glad I'm finally getting some appreciation.
We're in combat. I have to hype up your ego sometimes. It's worth it.
That's
Here.
how it works.
It's how it works. Yeah.
You wanted to strangle Dorian not too long ago.
Well, now we're gonna strangle the patriarchy and capitalism, so it's fine. Good trade-off.
See, remember when I said that thing about quelling your rage early on? I was like, oh, let's save it for later. You know,
Captain
Well,
Red Bull,
it's later.
thank you.
Captain Dadpool with another 100, and I love the reason. He said that he doesn't want the he hated seeing the 0.9, and then immediately after that, Crawler Zero with another 100.
This is
Crawler
amazing.
Zero!
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much,
y'all.
y'all.
I'm
Fantastic.
gonna
Thank
check
you.
the other thing. See
Yeah,
here.
check the other thing, Forrest.
Elizabeth Christensen donated 69. Nice.
Fucking
Nice.
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 Good number.
That brings us up to $628 raised through GoFundMe, 3.1 thousand here on YouTube, and $20 in t-shirts.
This is amazing. I could literally cry. This is incredible. Thank you so much, everyone.
Incredible.
By the
Thank
way,
you,
Chad,
everyone.
it's Jesse's birthday today.
Oh, it
so
is.
His gift is
Happy birthday.
doing
Happy
this
birthday,
charity
Jesse.
stream. So thank you for everyone donating. You're making his birthday great.
You really are. Thank you.
Hooray.
I would rather.
By the way, Jesse planned to do this before letting me know that it was his birthday. This was just what this man wanted to do. So fucking Jesse's a superhero. I appreciate having you here, dude.
Thank you, buddy. Love you, man. Appreciate
Hooray.
y'all. Well, let's kill some aristocracy, shall we? Top of the round.
Time for murder.
Top of the round. What are we doing, Madeline? So you are. We're gonna have to go theater of the mind for this. I apologize. I have 4 battle maps, and this isn't one of them.
So sorry.
I love it. I love it. I was gonna just.
Theater of the mind's better anyway.
Sure. So
Personal opinion.
you are in melee with Lady Naima, the newest member of the council. You're also in melee with this blonde man who didn't get a chance to make his speech.
No.
I hope you didn't write anything good.
It's pretty good. It's fine.
So I'm a rogue,
Yeah.
which means that I can extra bonus action. Which means it's an extra bonus. I haven't played a. Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
It's
I can take a bonus action to engage.
yeah. You can do cool stuff as a bonus action, like disengage, dash,
Yeah. I'm gonna
hide.
bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And I'm going to hop back far enough that I won't get disadvantage on this shot.
Easily done.
And I am going to start shooting at this blonde dickhole.
The blonde dickhole is going to be shot at.
Yeah.
And you get
I
extra
am
cool
also-
stuff.
How close is Elohim?
Or
Dorian?
Dorian is kind of on the far side of Lady Naima from where you're at. I've got this like drawn out on like I've been down here like furiously scribbling
Within
like
5 feet of me or no?
Elohim or
Either or. Doesn't matter.
you could kind of screw around this banquet table and be within 5 feet of Dorian.
Good. Let's do that.
Okay, easily done.
So since I get to activate sneak attack.
Yeah.
I also get to. I'm going to activate my feat sharpshooter. So I'm going to take a -5 to this attack roll.
Okay.
So I can add +10 to the attack's damage.
Hell yeah.
And let's see what we got for this.
Gloomstalkers get all sorts of cool fucking shit too on first
They
rounds.
get some cool stuff. This is my first time playing a ranger, honestly. It's my first time playing a ranger and like a rogue. That's actually useful. Okay, that is 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20 absolutely hits.
All right, so I am going to roll damage. So that's 10 base damage plus 10 is 20. Plus sneak attack damage. I'll roll that now.
Mhm.
Which is 2 more damage.
Mhm.
And that's my first attack. Because of Gloomstalker, I get to make 3 attacks this turn.
Yeah, you do. What was the cumulative
I'm
total
gonna-
on that first hit? I'm so sorry.
So it's 22 overall.
Okay, thank you.
22 piercing damage.
And one hit.
And then do again, same guy.
Yeah,
That's a 19 hit.
19 hits.
Okay.
He's
No
wearing
sneak attack damage on
silk.
this one though.
Right.
Well, what a douchebag. So that is 15. I didn't take sharpshooter because I forgot. I'm gonna take sharpshooter again this turn. Wait, can I do it multiple turns? Let me see.
I think you can.
I think I
as long as you're
can.
willing to take the hit on attack roll, you're good.
Yes, I am. Okay. So, let's roll to hit. Okay, that is a 22 minus 5. 17?
17 just hits.
Okay, good. Okay, so that is another 15 plus 10, 25 more piercing damage.
25. Wow. Okay.
I might have min-maxed for the first time in my life. I didn't realize that, but
Good. I love it. This flurry of flashing steel blades erupts from Madeline, and the cocky sneer on the face of this absolutely beautiful elven man falls not angry, but emotionless, just almost disappointed as he looks down and gouts of black blood, coagulated and chunky, escape onto the floor.
I should have hit him with my fucking hunter's mark. Okay.
Sorry, Fred.
No, it's my fault.
Okay, we'll get him
I
next
used my
time.
bonus action to get away without getting stabbed, so.
That's true. You did do a good job of it. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That's indeed the end of my turn. I think I did enough damage to start
Okay,
the party.
it is his turn. He just looks disappointed, and he grabs a piece of the fruit, he bites it. And he's going to make, it looks like an unarmed attack right at you, Madeline. Does a, hold on a second. I didn't bring a dice down here. Hold that thought.
Do you need me to bring you one?
No, I'm Jesse Jurdak. I've got a billion dice. I just, hold on a minute.
Dance for the chat, everybody.
Ask Alexa to roll for you.
Any one of us could have done it,
Right?
but that's not.
We
the
really
point.
could have.
Yeah. Are we dancing now? Is that what's going on?
We're dancing for the chat. Dancing for the chat. Dancing for the chat. Donate, and we'll keep dancing for the chat. Dancing for the chat. I love the styles that were brought in. I love the energy. So good.
I feel really good about this.
Oh yes, do the monkey with me. Absolutely, absolutely. Nobody ever wants to do the monkey with me. Yes. And oh, that's the first time I wasn't the first one doing the monkey. It makes me so happy somebody else.
I
did
love
it.
Johnny Bravo.
Oh yes, that's exactly why I do it.
This is good.
Is there-
Gonna make an excellent TikTok.
Everyone on stream just doing it. Oh, it more than hits. It's like almost double my AC.
Wow.
Can we save cast? I was gonna say, because before he hits her, can we save cast, like cast a spell before he punches Madeline?
If you have a reaction spell.
I don't know what counts as a counter spell, but I can summon a tidal wave and throw it towards the mass of the enemy.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a
Okay.
reaction spell. So like your counter spells, your hellish rebukes, if they were attacking you, those sorts of things you can do.
Oh, I see it now. It has an R. It has an R next to it.
Yeah.
I hit him with.
If you
vicious
have counter spell, you
barriers
can
all the time.
cast it.
Got it.
My favorite spell. Ugh. Oof. Which is also half my hit points.
Oh dear.
Lord.
I think they're undead, y'all. I think they're undead.
Jesse, you're muted. Jesse.
I was muted. I'm sorry about it.
God damn you.
I did a bad
I
job.
took 25 points of necrotic damage.
Thank you, chat. Sorry, chat. I forgot dice. I did a bad job. What is this, a D&D stream? Okay, 25 points of necrotic damage to
Which is
Madeline.
half my hit point.
But to be fair, you hit him way harder than that.
Yeah, but he deserves it. He's a creep.
Yeah, he's a
I'm
total
just
creep.
pretty and full of murderous energy.
Um,
Whatever.
Up next, we have Tyus and Vanya on deck. Tyus, do you want to do your wave thing?
I want that on a shirt.
I'm thinking about what I want to do. 'cause
Pretty
I
in
forgot that
reverse.
I'm trying to think of crowd control, which is probably because how many enemies are standing right now in near the elites?
The
There's,
crowd
3 or 4.
is holding down the guards. The guards, for the first time, look a little frightened as the people of Amalric aren't taking this shit right now.
Do the tidal
But
wave.
the
Just
but
go
the like
for it.
the elders and the elites though, like how many are standing from the standing around the table that was split?
Honestly, just these 4. Just that you're
these
here with
4?
just the council. However,
Okay.
your friends are here. So if you're
Wait,
going
I'm confused.
What?
Is it my turn or Tyus's turn?
you're on deck.
I'm not. I was initiative 19.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was. I apologize. I'm sorry. It is Vanya then Tyus. I apologize.
Okay,
Oh no, you're
go
fine.
for it, Vanya.
All right, Vanya.
What's it look like around me? How many
you're in the back of the
people
room.
are we fighting?
So there are
around
4
me?
people. Between, because I think you just stayed in the back of the room, if I'm not mistaken, and you were like
I
grabbing
was
meat
kind of
pies.
in the middle grabbing meat pies.
Sure,
Yeah.
I would say that you are just on the outside of a fracas, like not even a standoff, like an actual melee between the town people and the town guard, the heavies, the enforcers, the popo.
Can I see the council pretty clearly? Are they?
Yeah,
in the
you're
eye
only about 40 feet away from them right now.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at one of them.
Okay, which one? So there's the tall, beautiful blonde guy. There's the hot brunette lady. There's the muscular, scary guy, and then there's Lady Naima, the recent acquisition.
The runt of the litter. Just say it.
I'm
Also,
gonna go
they're
for
not hot. They're creepy. No one's hot when they're creepy.
Yeah, don't be creepy.
I'm gonna go
And
for
red
that.
flags abound.
I'm gonna go for that first one.
Which one is that? The
The
blonde one. That's
yeah.
okay. The one engaged with Madeline. Cool.
Yes.
All right. So roll to attack there, Vanya.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
All right. And
We're at 3.2.
next attack against him will be at advantage, by the way, unless he dies here. Oh, I rolled well. Let's see. 12, 16, 19.
19. And what kind of damage is that?
I think it's radiant. Let me check.
Okay.
Ooh.
That is pertinent.
Where does it say that? There we go.
I wish I had radiant damage, but all I have is my radiant personality and
You
good
are
luck.
so radiant, though. Yeah, I was going to say.
It's radiant damage.
It is radiant damage. What does your guiding bolt look like, Vanya?
It just looks like a big old laser beam
Okay.
coming out of my hands.
All right, cool.
He's a fire in her laser.
Yeah.
Old
From the back of the room, you see this
I just
beam
aged myself.
You see this beam of bright light shoot through the room, parting the crowd a little bit, and you see this very kind of weirdly calm, blonde elven man, just broadsided with this bright light. And you see his features, these beautiful features on the side of his face kind of peel and wither away. And underneath, you can see, on half of his face, it's this beautiful elven man. On the other half, there's something contorted and weird with these long, pointy, jagged, broken teeth, and kind of almost decaying skin and flesh. And then you see this flop of like stringy, blackish, greenish hair kind of escape out of the wound as he looks.
Dorian says, as high as pitch possible.
The noble human from earlier points back at you and goes, the scorpion guy. Anything else, Vanya?
Is there a table around?
There are lots of tables around. It is.
Can I just hop on a table? I
You
just want to be on a table.
Yeah.
Sure as shit can.
$500 donation.
$500 donation.
Gotta sing again.
Yes.
$500 donation. I'm sorry, from who? I'm sorry. Let me bring up.
I was anonymous.
Anonymous.
Oh, thank you, Anonymous. Love you, Anonymous. Uh-oh. Sing Forrest. Well, Forrest's turn is coming up soon.
Wait for it. We'll get there.
We're going to get there, and it's your fault.
It'll be worth the wait.
All right, Vanya crawls up on a table, and people see this armored elven woman, this new stranger who dares so boldly to attack the town council on their own turf, and the crowd roars, and you can see them gaining momentum on the town guards, and you see this flash of greenish light as Issa, the orcish wife of Herda, unleashes this strange wave of energy that causes the town guards to look ill, and some of them even like, and they start losing focus as it becomes Tyus's turn.
God, I love when cops suffer.
Okay. So has anybody died from the bolt being cast? I missed some small details.
No, but the guy that Madeline has been chewing up looks weird right now.
Okay. Let me see what I can do.
I think it's
How close am
actually
I?
an improvement.
How can I? How close is Madeline to me?
Madeline, the way I have the room kind of pictured, because I think you were kind of sneaking up the other side, probably 20 feet.
20
But-
feet.
Yeah, but you have got
My
30
walking
feet of movement.
speed is 35,
Mhm.
and you can only cast one spell per turn, right?
One
Usually.
spell slot. You can do a cantrip as well if you have one as like a bonus action, or if the spell is
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
But
But
it
you
has
only
to be
use one
listed as a
spell
bonus
slot.
action.
Yeah, it has to say bonus action specifically.
Okay. Let's see what I can do. Madeline, do you know for your next turn, are you going to try to distance yourself from being punched again? Because I feel like that's probably a good
I'm
idea.
probably gonna move again. Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I will cast for Wall of Fire. So you can make a wall of up to 60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick, or a ring wall of up to 20 feet in diameter, 20 feet high, and 1 feet thick. It says, blah, 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 blah. When the wall appears, each creature within this area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 5d8 fire damage, or half as much damage on the successful save. I'm not sure how much details you guys need from
No,
that,
that's
but
good. That's good. So are you doing a ring or are you doing a line?
I'm casting it around them, the people who are standing around the table. So I'm basically engulfing the people who are standing near each other, the elites.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, you could get 3 out of 4 of them. You're going to have to neglect one on each end. On the ends is Lady Naima, and the tall, muscular-looking, armored, bald man with the heavy eyebrows. He is like in this moment standing and grabbing a something out of a sheath on his side.
Okay. So you're saying I have to neglect either one of them?
You have to pick one, unless you do a line. You
I'll
probably do a line.
I'll neglect. I guess I could just do a line. So I guess I'll just block them off from making further a gain on us. So I'm gonna just make a line across the hall so they can't come closer to us. So I can also protect Madeline, so she can distance herself.
Cool. I'm going to say with that you'll actually hit the blonde one as well. He'll just
Cool.
be in it.
As he deserves.
So that's a dex save. That is.
Yeah, it says you have to cast for a dexterity save. Yes.
That's a 19.
Oh, and do you need my dexterity?
No. Nope. That's so he. I think he probably takes half damage. So what you do is roll damage now, and we'll just divide it by 2.
Okay, and my roll damage is my wall of fire damage. I think I did that right. I got 26.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So he is going to take half of that. The fire, as he's reaching back out towards Madeline, peels across his arm, and you see the same kind of gnarly graying flesh appear under the wound as he yanks his arm back and just looks at you disappointedly. But like half of his face is like demonic and furious, and the elven half just looks deadpan. Okay.
The fire also lasts for about a minute, so I also wanted to say that we should probably regroup and try to strategize, and I think leave this area, or at least try to take the fight outside before at least the building burns down, which is, I imagine. Well, that's not true because the fire only lasts for a minute, but we should definitely think about distancing ourselves from these people.
Reasonable.
Anyways,
Reasonable.
continue.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Tyus?
Yeah, that's it. I can only cast for one slot, so I will. I guess since I was standing there, I guess I just moved back. I guess if my walking is 35 feet, I guess I moved back like let's say I moved back 20 feet from them, so distance.
Perfect. Yeah. So you're kind of backing up against this fracas between the city guards who are not winning now. and the crowd. Great. The dark-haired lady steps forward, and she glares at you specifically, Tyus.
Oh no.
And you see water erupt from behind the table, and there's steam everywhere. It's still really hot steam. It's hard to tell what's happening, but you get a feeling that she's trying to put out this fire that you're causing. As she casts a wall of water over your fire. All right, but that doesn't necessarily negate it. But you see a heavy fog beginning to erupt from the steam. Up next, man, you got a bad roll, Forrest and Grump.
Forrest Grump.
Forrest Grump.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Nice.
You know, it was right there the whole
It
time.
really
wasn't
was.
it?
We could have been playing with that.
That's fine. That's fine.
They say life
cool
is
with
like
it.
a box of minotaurs.
Really horny.
From the
Yep.
launching through the steam, you see this the physique, the frame of that bald, athletic-looking gentleman. But as he jumps through the steam, you see the features peel away off the face, and you see this hideous, fiendish face. You see these short, jagged-looking horns and broken, jagged teeth, and these red, glaring eyes appear.
Hot.
As he is going to try and stab this interloper, this troublemaker that upset the status quo of Amalric. Forrest does he's going to take 3 attacks at you, buddy. That's an 18 on the die for 24.
So what am I rolling here?
Nothing. I'm just asking if that hit. As
Oh yeah, I have an armor class of 11. So
okay. Oh my God. All right. So with his long sword,
not a strong man,
Armor
just a
class
squirrely
of
little boy.
paper.
yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
We've got so you take he rolled very low on that. You take 5 slashing damage. I'm sorry, 6 slashing damage.
Okay, let me see. Put in 6. You said. Pop.
He rolled another. He rolled a 18 to hit. I'm assuming that one hits. He's just lashing around with this jagged-looking, kind of backwards curved, almost a scimitar style sword. That would be another 8 slashing damage. He's going to lash out one last time.
8.
Oof. And a 17 to hit. Man, I've rolled 2 1s at least to hit. That's another 6 slashing damage. As he just
6.
Yep. He just unloads on you specifically.
That's almost half my healths.
Yeah, these guys hit hard.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
And he hisses at you.
Yep. I hiss back.
And I don't know what languages Dorian speaks, but he's saying something.
I speak Common, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
Don't recognize it, but he's definitely, you can get the idea.
Wait, is he speaking Infernal?
He is.
I
can
understand
hear it.
Infernal.
Yeah.
Too.
For those of you that speak Infernal, you hear, "You just couldn't leave well enough alone." And that's the end of his turn.
That is my fatal flaw. Is I can never leave well enough alone.
Can I say back?
I
Infernal?
never knew
It
when to
smells like
quit.
burning bitch
Just
in here.
ask my 4th grade teacher.
That's funny.
Fans of Ernest will understand.
He glares at you, Madeline, and that is the end of his turn. We are now at Dorian. What are you doing, Dorian?
So quick, just backtrack for a second.
Yeah.
When we first got to this area, when we first got to this dining hall, you said that there was the entrance, and there was the peoples, and then there was the council, and then outside of the dining hall, there was some people sweeping in the rain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Remind me, first of all, are those people within ear or eye shot of me?
The people sweeping in the rain or everybody else?
The people sweeping in the rain.
I would say maybe a performance check would be in order, because you have 300 people fighting in this big banquet hall.
Right.
Do you have prestidigitation?
Are they into it, is what I'm saying. Are they there? Are they hearing what's going on? Are they involved? Or are they still outside? Also, how many of them are there?
Sure.
I want to involve them.
You want to involve them? Give me a perception check. See what you can figure out.
Okay.
And I'm not even going to make it cost your turn. Let's just tell me what you got.
Perception. Where are you?
I can't.
There it is. Perception. Sorry.
You're okay.
Yes, it's a bad thing that I couldn't even see the perception. I rolled a 12.
12. You know, you glance around the room in this moment, and you don't really see anybody that you would have recognized. But as you see, like, Herda has got like one of the town guards in like an actual like rear naked choke, and he's like trying to spin her off his back. He's like this big burly guy with this big thick.
How many
coarse
guards?
Red beard. There's probably 28 guards in here.
I'm gonna sing to the guards. Then I was gonna sing to the people outside. I have a different song for the guards.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it, music man.
Well, I gotta roll.
do it.
Yeah. What kind of?
Let's
Give me a
go.
performance.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, are we monkeying right now?
Okay.
Yeah,
Rolling
I will be.
performance. I got a 26.
26. What are you saying to these guards?
Okay, so the guard song was gonna be which side are you on, guards? Which side are you on? I've been to Amalric City. There are no neutrals there. You'll either be a common man or a thug for the council squares. So which side are you on? That's what I'm singing. I want them to change
Love some
sides and
Dropkick
fight the council
Murphys.
with us.
Fuck yes. And upon hearing this, and Herda is laughing. You hear Herda, and then also you see a familiar looking broom smacking this guard in the face as this short young lady is like joining the fracas.
Yeah.
We need the broomists.
The
I had a whole
broomists.
song for them too.
They're here. The guards are like, you see like the guards making eye contact, the ones that are not throwing up, and they're like, you see like this wave of realization, because you see the hideous town council for what they really are, that have been exploiting
The
these
event
people forever.
organizer makes 1 silver a week, y'all. If the guards make less than that or as much of that, you should be outraged. And if they make more than that, you should definitely be outraged. Go fight the demon things.
Fantastic. And you hear this roar, this cheer. You see a few of them just looking embarrassed and trying to get the fuck out of the room. But the guards slowly turn, and they see this burly demonic man in this armor with this nasty looking sword, and they realize they've been exploited this whole time.
Eat the council.
They roar.
Eat the council. Eat the council. Eat the council. Eat the council. Eat the. Actually, like maybe just kill them because I don't think they're very appetizing. But eat the council.
Eat the council.
But definitely eat the council.
Yeah, we probably
absolutely.
It's gonna take them about a turn to get here. What are you doing, Grump?
Okay. So as all of this is going on, I get to say this for the first time ever playing D&D. I would like to go into a rage.
Rage against the machine.
Rage
We are
against the
raging against the machine.
And because I just auto-generated this character, I took the 3rd level path of wild magic, which means that when I go into a rage, I also get a wild surge, which means that I get to see what happens with some wild magic. Here I go. We're rolling. I got an 8, and that means that a thing happens, and that thing is a bolt of lightning shoots from my motherfucking chest. All right. Another creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage. So yeah, so I'm gonna for the and be blinded until the start of my next turn. And until my rage ends, I can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action. So I can just like
Unibeam.
And so
the power of the titties compels you.
The power of the titties. And so as Grump sort of like goes into a rage, whatever, he's gonna reach into his pocket and he's gonna pull out this tiny little like football helmet, and he's gonna very carefully place it onto Bear's head and
Say, careful there, Bear. We wouldn't want you getting hurt.
and then he's gonna just bolt into action towards the table as he shoots this lightning bolt at the guy.
Yeah, shoot the lightning bolt at the guy.
Pew.
How much is that, a save?
I forgot what I said already. It's a Constitution saving throw
All right.
from our demonic, weird-looking friend.
He rolled a 4 on the die for
Okay,
8.
so then he's not gonna take a lot, but he is gonna take a little guy damage.
Yeah, come on, guy
He's
damage.
gonna take 4 the lightning damage.
Is it lightning
But
damage
is he
or radiant?
blinded?
Or radiant damage, excuse me. And he is blinded until my next turn.
Great.
And then
An
I
eye
don't-
for an
DM
eye.
yeah, eye for an eye. Does that count as my action, or is that
That's
just
I think that happens
That's
when you
just
rage.
Andy
Okay,
and
okay.
Yeah,
like
you
you
get
So
an
can
action.
then- okay,
your
this
stuff.
is very silly, but because I am running towards, what I would like to do is I would like to use my goring rush.
Yeah.
So immediately after I use dash and run, make 1 melee attack. So I will attack with my horns. I'm gonna try and stick him right in the thing, and I got a whole ass 9, so that
9 to
probably
hit?
didn't do shit. Yeah.
Was that with advantage? Because he's blinded.
Oh yeah, it was not with advantage, but I'll roll it again.
I got you.
That was
Come
a thir-
on.
That was a 13.
13. Okay. Well, he's like grabbing his eyes and kind of rubbing them. You can see like the elven mask is almost entirely off of him. It's not like a mask; it's like part of him, but it's not. And he's just rubbing his eyes, and he kind of trips over the table, and you see the massive body of Grump just peel past him, and didn't actually hit him, but it looked really cool. It looked really cool.
Dope as hell.
It did
All
look
right.
dope as hell, and he took 8 radiant damage.
All right, we'll take it.
You see Lady Naima, the newest member of the council, see all this and start looking around. She's not outraged. She almost looks surprised. And she's going to start looking for an exit. Are you guys going to stop her or no?
Who's close enough?
Does she have to
too?
pass by me to get to the exit?
Yeah.
Oh, she's getting shot.
She's getting okay. Great. Yeah,
Opportunity attack.
Attack of opportunity?
Before you shoot her, let me try to persuade her to turn and fight the
You
council
can
with
persuade her after she's on the ground bleeding. Call it extra persuasion.
Super persuasive. Give me an attack roll there.
Okay. Wait, can I do this on a? Hold on. Can I do this on a? It just doesn't attack. I'm gonna sharpshoot.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fuck
take a
yeah, you could.
-5. Okay, so
She's not wearing armor.
with the -5, that is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, roll damage.
That's 18 damage. Piercing.
As she's running,
For an attack of opportunity.
she
It really is.
She falls over
Sharpshooter's
forward
baller.
and just skids to a halt.
Grand Theft Auto just wasted.
Wasted. Top of
Don't
the round.
think you're going anywhere, sweetie. We know
What?
you're a part of this.
Oh snap! With the lines.
Top of the round, Madeline. The crowd has joined your forces. They are on the way. You have 3 sinister figures in your midst. What are you doing?
I am going to. I'm going to take the attack of opportunity from this blonde douchebag. And I'm going to move back. Wait, Dorian, did you move?
Not yet. I don't think.
So no one's moved?
Dorian has.
Okay, I'll forgo sneak attack damage to get away because I'm gonna get hit. I'm gonna move full 30 feet away.
Okay. He lashes out at you, but he is blinded, and he attacks with disadvantage.
Ooh, does that mean I have advantage on the attack? Cool. I am going to, first as a bonus action, hit him with my hunter's mark, so I do an extra d6.
Yeah.
And just put a target right on his chest. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna sharpshoot again. Okay, first attack. That is 24 to hit.
24 absolutely hits.
That is so 21 plus a d6. 22 damage.
22 damage. You've got, I think, 1 or 2 attacks left.
I have
But
one. I
one
only
more.
get the third attack on the first turn.
But I will say this: where do you hit this character?
Oh, I'm going right for those pretty little blue eyes of his.
Oh, well, so one is red, one is blue. The red eye is furious. The blue eye looks emotionless, and
How's
as
his brown eye?
it's
I aim for his hole.
God damn it, I knew there'd be whole talk. I knew there'd be more
Yeah.
whole talk.
It's been the theme of the day.
You made my whole night. As this bolt pierces the remaining blue eye, he falls over backwards limp. And you see, as he falls, he hits the ground, and it's just this mass of like black, oozy porridge as he hits the ground.
Just as attractive going down as you were standing up. I instantly aim for the sexy one with the velvet dress.
Okay.
And go, crushed velvet is a really cheap fabric. And aim again.
She looks offended.
That is a...
So she takes psychic damage from the insult of the dress.
That's an 18 to hit with sharpshooter.
18 absolutely hits, yeah.
Okay. And then... Oh, that's not great. 18 damage.
18 damage. Great. And as you fire through the flames that have been conjured by Tyus, that is effectively walling off these creatures from the rest of your party. What are your bolts made out of?
Oh, actually, I don't know.
Just for funsies.
I mean, so they're regular bolts, but my longbow is magical.
Okay.
So it's a magical weapon.
Yeah. Are they just wooden arrows?
They're wooden arrows. Yeah, I didn't get any special arrows.
Great. So as your regular ass wooden arrow peels through the flames, on the far side of it, you see that the flames are starting to spiral around it. Even though that's not really how fire works. It's fine, because this arrow is on fire right now from your magical bow. That's what's going on. And as this huge wooden arrow plunges into her torso, you see the flames begin to expand up the side of her crushed velvet cheap material dress, and she howls in rage.
Just sprung for real velvet, bitch. Silk velvet is great.
Well, it would have been the blonde guy's turn, but he just kind of makes this farty, bubbly noise because he's just a mass of just gack on the ground. Which means it is Vanya's turn.
Oh, I like all my men.
Well, I don't think I can do my go-to spirit guardians because I think it'll hurt the crowd.
You could choose who it hits, but
well, you choose who it protects.
Yeah.
So you can choose up to 5 people, I think, to protect.
Oh, yeah, no, there's more than 5
so
here.
Then there'd be some splash damage. So I'll just stick to my. I think I'll do another guiding bolt.
Okay.
Who's the next most hurt-looking person that I can whack on the council?
You could whack off either member of the council. They are both injured.
Okay, I'll whack off the Velvet Lady.
The Velvet Lady.
With the poor fabric choices.
Lady Veronica, who is patting out fires and trying to like pull the shaft of this massive arrow out of her torso.
That is an 18 to hit.
That's the first time she's been handling a shaft in the last 100 years. Anyway.
18 hits.
All right. 15 radiant damage.
Make it 30 radiant damage. Where does that hit her?
Let's just go right for the middle of the chest.
Okay.
I forgot. Hold on.
You forgot Hunter's Mark damage, huh?
No, I can't. I have to do a bonus action to shift that, but I forgot that I have another feat called Piercer.
Oh yeah, you can re-roll a thing.
So I can re-roll that last damage if I want to. So I think I'm going to because it was only an 8.
Okay.
Let's see. Woo! 23 damage actually.
Oh, much better. Okay.
Much better. Yeah.
All right.
Now I know why people min-max.
Yeah. So
actually, this is just Gloomstalker. I'm not even doing rogue stuff.
Gloomstalkers are my favorite.
Yeah.
Center mass with the guiding bolt. This beam of thick, radiant golden light hits her square in the chest. She screams, and you see this gnarly torso peel away from this crushed velvet cheaply made dress as you see this bulbous, haggard bony body, kind of hunched and slouching, and you see pustules kind of erupting out of it as she looks at you, Vanya, and you just see her expression go slack. Up next is Tyus.
By the way, the next person who hits her will have advantage.
Okay.
How many council
let's
members
see
are we
what-
down to? My God. Ah, yes.
Wait, did I kill Naima?
Yeah, she's not one of these.
Oh, I
yet.
killed two. Whoopsie. I thought I just put her down for the count. Whatever.
Let's see. I've stepped back, so I'm trying to think what I want to do. I also forgot that I can shapeshift, which is
Oh
exciting.
yeah, that's your whole thing.
My whole thing is shapeshifting. Unfortunately, you don't really get into really decent shapeshifting until I think CR2, but from
You
what
can
I've read,
still get something that could literally eat the council. I guarantee.
that is true. I am
You're-
looking at what I
The
can do.
council.
You're a
Eat
moon
the
druid?
council.
The council.
Eat the
Eat the
council.
council.
Okay, so what
Eat
I'll
the-
do is I think because I can 1/4. So I'm gonna wild shape into a velociraptor.
Fuck yeah!
Yes. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna wild shape into the velociraptor, and just as the steam is starting to simmer for my duration effect passing,
Mhm.
they get this massive fucking theropod jumping through the steam, and I just roll for damage. So I do a d20.
You gotta roll to attack, and then we're gonna roll damage after that. But I think Velociraptor gets to attack like 2 or 3 times. Velociraptors are awesome.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah.
do. That's because that's one of the strongest ones. I forgot how many times they can attack, but it's blue.
Let me
so
look
it's
it
like
up
one
for
of the
you.
best ones that we've been doing it.
Thank you, Seth. I love you.
I thought you were joking when you said that. I love that there are actually rules for velociraptors in this
Oh,
game.
yeah.
I don't play enough.
Oh,
I need to play more.
every animal has certain like effects. Some animals have like a knockdown effect. Some animals can like pick things up when they swoop down. It's like it's pretty awesome.
God.
Druids are-
So, according to the, hold on, no, this is a homebrew one.
Does it look strong? Let it be a strong one.
Okay, so 2 attacks.
Yeah.
If any of us
Great.
are within 5 feet of you, you get advantage on this attack.
And they are, so you get advantage because of
Yeah,
pack
you get
tactics.
pack tactics, which is one of the best
Tactics.
transform abilities.
Tactics.
You
Okay,
can
great.
make 1 bite attack and 1 claw attack. The bite attack, I'm just gonna put the stats for that in the chat for
Thank you. Love you,
There you
Seth.
are.
Thank you.
There you are.
No, that's
Welcome.
super helpful. That's what I thought. I got to get two attacks.
Mhm.
Do you know? Did you read if there's a knockdown effect too? If it says on mine because I'm reading practical guide. It says there isn't a trip effect.
Pounce. So
Okay, so pounce would work. Pounce would work. I would land on top of them. Okay, so
yeah.
I'll roll for a d20. I will roll for my d20,
Mhm.
and I got a 6.
6 plus
And then 6 plus, is that my initiative?
plus your probably agility. So
Oh,
plus
my
2.
agility?
So 8.
It would actually be the creature. We're rolling to hit, right?
Yeah.
So are you biting?
Yeah, I want to bite.
Okay, so if you rolled an 8, it's 12 to hit.
Oh,
So 12 to hit.
who is this on? Is this on the big bald guy or the flaming woman?
The flaming woman.
12 hits.
Okay. So I chomp the shit out of her, and
Yeah.
I'm shaking her like a fucking rag doll, and I toss her, and she body just smacks against the wall and just like lays flat.
Give me a strength check, buddy. Let's see that's happening.
Strength check?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Strength check. What do I roll?
The strength for a velociraptor is
Tyus, you're doing great, bud.
Thanks.
So are we doing strength or athletics here?
Let's give him athletics. That'll give him a little bigger
Okay,
bonus.
you have a +4 to athletics, so roll a d20 and add 4 to it.
Oh, roll a d20.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I got a 20.
Not 20 or?
Yeah, that's my d20 roll is just 20.
Oh, you crit, so you do double damage.
That's awesome.
So as you
Or wait, we're doing an athletics.
I'm going to make it an attack too. We're going to make it awesome. We're going to make it as awesome as possible because we're doing awesome stuff for an awesome cause. As you rip your head to the side and open your jaws, You throw her long way through this wall of fire, and she's just screaming and howling and something like, "Ah!" and at the end, she kind of rolls to a stop as she hits the wall, and at the end of the wall, you just see this nasty, demonic hag-like creature impaled on a sconce. Looking down, you see just fire just protruding from her chest as she like lurches towards you, trying to kill you. And as she pulls away from the wall, it takes her a second to dislodge herself. She falls into a puddle of black ooze.
Nice.
She falls into
Privilege
a
soup.
puddle, or
She turns into a
falls
puddle of
into
black
a puddle?
ooze. Yeah, she.
Oh, that's exactly what I was asking.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
I should have made that.
Privilege soup.
Oh,
Privilege soup.
Privilege soup.
horrific.
Bad soup, not good soup. Not
That
good
is
soup.
that. Well, you have one more attack, and there's one more guy.
That's what I was gonna say. I know I have one more attack. I don't think. Do you know? Can druids can't use other? Like I can't use a cantrip while I'm in the Velociraptor form, can I?
I'm sorry.
Unfortunately,
Because I'm a-
no.
Not
Because
to
I'm
like
a
level
Velociraptor.
18.
No,
You
that's
can't
okay.
trip.
That's fine. Gotcha.
Yeah, but if you had cast an ongoing effect spell before you transformed, that would still be working.
Sick. That's cool. Yeah, it's been a while since I played, but I just was double checking.
Yeah, so if the wall of fire is actually still up, it can still be up.
So you have one claw attack left. Is really
okay,
what you
cool.
got.
So I will claw attack the big guy.
The big guy.
Cool. You have a +4 to hit, so roll a d20.
Yep.
So roll a d20, and I'll roll.
You get advantage though, so you can roll twice if you like.
Oh, I do, so I can roll twice.
Yep.
Yeah.
And take the
And take
better.
the higher.
I got a 4, and I guess I'll just roll again.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I got a 6.
Okay, 6
Okay,
plus.
so
So what is that?
4, 10.
10. Okay. I mean, it scratches up against his armor. It doesn't. But he realizes you're there, and he there's no like normal human on him anymore. This is just like a demonic creature, and it roars in this Velociraptor's face as it's hunched over, and its uncanny muscularity is flexing. And it is his turn. Because that is it would have been the ladies, but it's not. He's going to take 3 slashing attacks at you, Tyus. I'm just gonna roll.
No!
I'm sorry, buddy. He rolled a does a 18 hit,
Oh no.
and then he rolled a 19, then one more, and a 15. So he rolled a 15, 18, and 19.
If you're looking for your AC, it's right next to your initiative.
Yeah. My armor class is 13.
Okay, so all
they
3
all
hit. I'm gonna roll damage real fast for you, bud. That's a 6. That's a oof. That's the big hit. And instead of rolling a 1, I rolled an 8. 5 is God. I can't math. 13, and then a 6. So that's 13, 11, and 6 damage as whoosh, 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 as he
Okay,
slashes
13.
across you.
So 30?
Which probably
No. Yes.
So I take 30. I take 30 damage.
30 slashing damage. So I think I don't know how many hit points the Velociraptor has.
That's only a thing for polymorph, I believe, right?
I think even when you kill
No. You would pop out. You would pop out, yeah.
So the Velociraptor's skin falls away from our druid. You see Elohim like, I'm back, Kramer style. Dorian, and then Grump.
Oh, flip. Okay, how close is the crowd to the peeps?
5 feet. They're on their way, bud.
They're coming along, and they're already frenzied, yeah?
Yeah, they're ready to go. And there's 1 peeps left.
There's only 1 peeps left. I don't have a reason to continue whipping the crowd up because they're already whipped. So I'm gonna go for like vicious mockery on the 1 peep that's left and try to just demoralize him.
Okay. That's a
what am I
save.
rolling?
That's a me save. What kind of save am I rolling, bud? I think that's wisdom. I rolled a nat 1.
You're telling me it's yes. Attack save is wisdom 16. So
Not
if
even
you're
close.
1,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
beat it. So he takes an X amount of damage. He has disadvantage on his next attack.
He takes 6 damage.
6 damage. All right. And he has disadvantage on his next attack. Any bonus actions, Dorian?
I don't.
You have
Yeah.
inspiration if you want. You can make.
Yeah, I mean, flip, dude.
Yeah.
I could continue to confound this dude, or I can like give somebody else some boost.
If you're
Yeah,
close
let
enough,
me
you could
go
also
ahead
take
and
an
roll.
offhand attack
That's
with a
true.
weapon.
You could fist him or dagger
I don't.
him.
I don't think I'm
Fist
close
him.
enough, and I'm not here to fist anybody.
Okay.
I'm
Disappointing.
gonna. Yeah. I will boost up my comrades.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on a second.
Oh.
No, never mind. That would have counted as a spell, so now I only get a bonus action. I can't cast 2 things. Never mind. Never
Okay,
mind. I
gotcha.
just remembered that I had something else, but it's fine. That works. What we've done works. Let me try to whip up my comrades and
Yeah,
give them some
whip up them homies.
tell them what's going on. Them and what am I rolling for here?
You're just giving an inspiration. So, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Steph. I apologize.
No, go ahead.
Fine.
You're the DM. You should.
You're good
Sorry,
at what you
instinct.
do.
Go
It's
ahead.
great.
Go ahead.
So I think at this level, I think your inspiration die is a D8, I believe. So basically,
Oh, I just roll a D8. That's all.
yeah. Well, actually, the person you inspire gets to add a D8 to, depending on what kind of bard you are. I think you're lower, right?
Yep.
To their next attack roll, I think they get to add a D8.
I think it's.
Or is it save?
Almost anything. It can be both. I think.
Yeah,
The
I think so.
standard. Yeah.
So, you get to with your bonus action, you helped the next person, which is probably Grump, right? Grump's up. Grump, you get to add a D8
Yeah.
to something. What's going on, Grump?
Cool. Okay, so Grump looks around.
Yeah.
At
One guy
his
left.
friends and this sort of like crowd.
Mhm.
And he looks down at Bear, and then Grump is gonna look over at the girl who he saw earlier with the broom, and he looks down at Bear. Bear looks back up at him, and he looks back down at Bear, and he kind of solemnly nods. And he's gonna take Bear. He's gonna go over to where the girl is sort of like slapping the guard with the broom.
Yeah.
He's gonna hand her Bear.
Yeah.
And he's gonna say,
Remember, even the smallest piece of the machine, and bring the whole thing down.
and then he's going to pick up his flail. And he is going to rush forward at the last standing guy. And he will attack him. It's a 13 to hit, if that hits.
Oh, but do you have bonus actions?
I do.
Okay, do
'cause I'm
bonus
in a
action stuff.
rage.
Yeah,
So, okay. Yeah, so I'll just try again. So that's a 25 to hit.
that one definitely hits.
Okay, so that'll do 8, and then I get a bonus D8 of damage.
Yeah,
You can also fire off another lightning bolt. If you want.
Unibeam.
Oh yeah. So that'll be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then plus another titty beam of damage.
Nice.
So that'll be 12 plus 6, so 18.
Where does
7,
the-
8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit him with a Care
So
Bear laser.
18 damage. And as Grump's flail just lands on this demon dude's face, Grump is gonna suddenly look around and look up into the sky and say, I've had a really good time playing with you all, but it's my Christmas party and I have to go. So if you would like to know how Grump's story ends, visit katieasaurus.com. Okay, bye everybody.
Thank you, Katie. Love you, buddy.
Thanks for
Bye.
being here, Katie.
Bye. Have a good holiday
You're
party.
awesome. See you later.
Bye.
And at Grump's
Bye.
flank, as Grump storms out of the room, we see science with my framing got
Oh,
really
no.
awesome.
Yeah, I figured that was gonna get strange.
Yeah, it's okay.
Now Seth is me.
Now, Seth, yes.
Oh my god, my boobs got even bigger! I'm so happy.
Who am I missing here? I'm missing because there's 4 people. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and fix our stream as I talk. At Grump's triumphant roar of "I'll be back later," we see the crowd envelop the what's left of the council. This one hideous, deformed-looking demonic creature. They ascend upon him as the unibeam has blinded him, per the rules. And he's backing away and rubbing his eyes. The crowd literally falls upon him. and you hear this horrific scream, and then a ripping sound, and then clattering across the floors, you see this wicked-looking, jagged, backwards curved sword that has been torn from the hands of this man who never got to announce his name.
I'm gonna pick it up and I'm just gonna hand it to Dorian.
Nice.
Do your thing.
Ooh.
It is now safe to turn off your government. You'll understand that joke when computers are invented.
And the crowd
Give
cheers.
them a meme from the future.
And the dust settles, the flames die down, the steam dissipates, and there's a uneasy calm as they all look to you, Dorian, and they say, you heard us say, all right, now we'll...
I'm gonna hand out the pies I got and said, now it's time for you to get a piece of the pie.
Nice. That's way better than mine.
Okay, great. So you hand out a piece of the pie, and she grabs it and kind of nods and smiles. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to find Forrest here as my stream got really jacked. Finding Forrester is
It matches you.
Yeah, no, thank you. There we go. We found Forrest. We have most of everybody's face on stream now.
So the crowd wants me to do a thing. Can I roll for performance again?
Yeah, it depends on what you want to do.
Well, I want to tell them what to do.
Okay, tell them what to do for us. Give us you want to do persuasion?
Thank you so much to K Bean for donating $75. No, for performance. I want to inspire them.
Yeah, inspire them. Thank you, K Bean. I appreciate you very much.
Rolling for performance.
Okay.
I got a 24.
24, pretty damn good. You have a captive audience. What do you say to them?
I tell them that I have seen you people working, sweeping in the rain, and I've seen the council feasting, eating fruit fueled by your pain. But their table was made of marble, with a guard at every door, and their bellies were stuffed with food things that you have sweated for. I've seen my people working throughout this mighty land, and I'd hoped we'd get together and together make a stand. And now you own that table of marble, don't need a guard at every door, for you can share the vaults of food stuff that you have all worked for. And now they have a collectivism, and they get to live together in peace based on the fruits, the literal fruits of their labor, shared around to each according to their need and from each according to their ability. And there's no need for money or classes or even a state, because they all share what they need with each other, and nobody has to tell anybody what to do, because they have a different collective mindset than the capitalist one instilled in them. And that's the thing that I say.
And it works.
Aren't you worried that we've left a power struggle that will be considerably filled by some sort of other corrupt government?
Roll for power struggle.
I think we have a responsibility.
If we've done our job properly, which, by the way, just to remind everyone, our job was literally crash into the front of the city, walk in and murder their government before we even said hello to most of the people. But if we've done our job properly, then what that means is they will be able to notice a terrible dystopian power struggle, and they'll be able to fix it up before they won't allow that shit anymore. You know what I mean?
Also, they attacked us first.
Also, they started it.
Yeah, they started
also,
it.
They started.
I'm good with that role. Yeah.
In all fairness. Also, hey, can I roll for like persuasion? Can someone fix our boat?
Over the course of the next couple of days, it takes some time, but there's this uneasy joy and uncommon peace as your party begins to kind of instruct these people who had been crushed under the heel of this oppressive, systemic, I'm going to say oppression, even though I said oppressive first. It's not as good.
But oppressive oppression.
The oppressive oppression. Yes, of oppressiveness. I am very smart. They listen to you, these outsiders from the sky, and they're full of questions. And they say, well, but if not this, then this. If not this, then this. but the wisdom of this council of strangers from their sky ship guides them while they, in gratitude, repair your ship to the best of their abilities. It's pretty good. It's okay. They do a pretty good job.
We're going for it. That's all we need. We got here on pretty good. We're gonna leave here on pretty good.
You're on pretty
Did
good.
we get here on pretty good? I think we got here on almost dead.
Almost dead,
We
but not
crashed
dead.
and then we
You're welcome.
Yeah, we crashed and then we crashed a party. Let's hope that's all the crashing we'll be doing.
Literal
Do we at
party
least have
crash.
enough
Crashed
those
a
meat
party,
pies to
crashed a
go?
government.
As you're met with a council of people, not necessarily a council, a group of people as you're exiting the city, and at their point is Herda and her wife, and she's like, you don't really have to go. You can just stay.
We have
No,
other
this is what we
governments to
do. We
crush.
come, we shake shit up, and then we leave.
It's kind of our thing. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
All right.
intrepid adventurers, traveling anarchists. But we
We fuck
appreciate
shit
the
up.
party. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Yeah,
There's a lot more we have to cause, chaos too.
yeah.
It calls for us.
All right. Well, you brought real change to us, and I thank you for it.
Don't worry, we'll be back to check in on you. And if things are going bad again, we'll just kill whoever's in charge.
Yeah, don't
I
form
didn't-
any governments that are going to be even worse than the one we just ousted, and you'll.
Well,
Yeah, I didn't even
Yeah.
get to sing my rally around the council with a pocket full of spells song. So like we're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to sing that on the way back. I really am interested in hearing that one.
maybe we'll make like a false sitting council just so you can come back and put on a
Oh yeah,
a
we'll
show.
do a whole thing.
Be like a,
Don't make it too serious. We're here for you.
And Issa's like, again, thank you very much. This was something. And she kind of smiles and she gives her a kiss on the top of the head and kind of walks off. And she's like, thank you all very much. And thank you all very much. Thank you, Persephora. Thank you, Laura of Jessaloris. Thank you, Tyus. Thank you, Forrest Valkai. Thank you in the
You're
distance
welcome.
to Katiosaurus. Thank you to
Katie missed the end by like 3 minutes.
I was trying.
That's kind of sad. But
I
come on.
know, I was
feel
trying.
bad.
I know. It's always hard with these things to time them.
It is.
We made almost $5,000.
Jesus Christ.
Incredible.
Yeah,
That's
so
incredible.
we on the GoFundMe we raised $628. Through the chat here we raised $3,800, probably some more, but that's the rounded number that it gives me. And the t-shirt sales that it's showing me are not up to date. We had one somebody bought like $50 worth of two people bought like $50, one person bought like $80 worth of t-shirts.
That was me. I did a donation with the shirt.
Awesome. It's coming up as saying that we raised $88.30, which is $30 of which is profit,
Sure.
because they have to print the shirt. So like somewhere between $30 and $80 is what we made on t-shirt sales, and that'll also go 100% to the Human Rights Campaign. Again, can't stress this enough, not a single dime of this goes to any one of us. I will not be fielding this money, handling it in any way. GoFundMe, YouTube, and Bonfire will be passing this directly on to the Human Rights Campaign. So you guys have raised, altogether well over $4,000,
my
almost
God.
$5,000.
It's so humbling.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Chat, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you for
Oh my God.
supporting
You guys are
people like
fucking
me.
awesome.
Who are
Absolutely.
tragically queer to the point of our own detriment.
But our benefit, Seth.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
With that, I want to thank you, Chad, again for your attention, for your generous donations, for your support,
For sticking with us through the technical difficulties.
for
Thank
sticking
you.
through. Oh my God, I'm sorry I was late. It's literally all my fault. Thank you.
No.
No,
We had several
no,
issues. We had
mm-mm, no,
several
mm-mm.
issues.
Well,
Yeah, you can't take the blame for. You cannot, just because you have broad shoulders doesn't mean you can carry the burden of all the
I was
blame.
going to say, Jesse is as kind and humble as he is massive, and that's all.
Mhm.
that's a lot of kind and humble then. Seth, where can we find you?
Showing hole on the internet at Persephorath. I don't actually show a hole. That was a joke. I don't do that. Power to everyone who does, though. So you can find me at Persephorath on Twitter and on Twitch. Those are the places I'm most active. Soon YouTube and TikTok, also to my detriment. But yeah, I stream a lot of Pokemon. I stream a lot of TRPG stuff. I talk about trans rights, human rights, blah, blah, blah. I'm an educator on that stuff. So yeah, come follow me.
Thank you. What about you, Tyus?
Hi, my name is Tyus. You can find me on social media platforms at Science with Tyus on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope to see you guys on the internet and interwebs talking all great things science. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, Tyus. What about you, Laura? Tell me about you.
Probably best place to find me is on Twitter at Jessaloris. I also sometimes show up on Jesse's stream with him, so he'll probably talk about that.
A little bit. Forrest Valkai.
I love that these. I just noticed these books over here get some extra screen time. This is very nice.
Sorry.
You got my Pokemon badge collection here.
Yeah.
Oh my
in
God.
the frame.
Oh, I love that.
Diglett is his
These are
favorite
my-
Pokemon.
Really?
These are my Indigo Leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diglett is my favorite Pokemon. Absolutely. Because he's the
This
best.
is
Is
mine.
why.
Oh.
This is my baby
Nice.
because I'm a basic bitch and I like cute things.
Vulpix.
You can also find me on them internets. You can find me on TikTok and this channel that you're already watching me on. Go follow me on TikTok and spam my comments telling people to follow me on YouTube instead, because YouTube is immeasurably better. Yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in and for being here and for helping us raise so much money. It's incredible. Thank you, Jesse, for hosting and for like writing all of this awesome stuff and for allowing us to destroy the thing that you wrote. Definitely not intending for it to go that way, but like, thank you for letting us ruin your dreams. Laura and Persephone and Tyus, and I'll tell Katie later on. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for being here.
So are you. This is very fun.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
definitely have to do something like this again someday.
I would love that.
I would love to.
And maybe you'll get to see like
Yeah.
I wrote puzzles. There's battle maps. There's also there's intrigue. There's reasons for all
One
of this.
shots never go the way you expect. It's always a lot of prep and then just
We'll
like
include
okay.
all of that. We'll include all that in the next one when we raise money for something else.
And that's
also,
when I'll
really
show
quick-
haul.
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Next time.
Show, exactly.
Yes.
Also, really quickly
All
before
of
we
my
wrap
house.
up, I wanted to say we've been planning this for a little over a month now. We've been working to get this together. And we had planned from the start to support the Human Rights Campaign. We wanted that to be the thing we did because there's been an appalling number of anti-LGBT, especially anti-trans bills recently throughout the country. I live in Oklahoma, and just now, like I think it was 2 days ago here in Oklahoma, a bill was just proposed in the Oklahoma Congress that would restrict access to gender affirming healthcare until the age of 26. You have to be 26 years old to receive gender affirming care. Two things to anyone cheering that: I dare you to tell me one other freedom you think should be taken away until you're 26. Justify that dumbass arbitrary number. And also, if you're watching this stream and you want to look that bill up, call up the Oklahoma House of Representatives. I believe it was passed to the House, not the Senate. I could be wrong, but look that bill up and feel free to call and tell them why that's fucking dumb.
Yeah. You should be able to die for your country and then not be able to receive your health care.
Yeah,
Right,
the only reason they
exactly.
wanted to do it that way is because it prevents particularly the effects of estrogen from taking place because it's so far post-puberty. So
it's forcibly medically detransitioning people. It's absurd, it's insane, it's cruel, it's unusual, and it's just an immense amount of pain and suffering at the expense of a huge waste of time and money. So if you'd like to call the Oklahoma legislature and let them know your thoughts on that, I'm sure they would love to hear what you have to say. And just ask why this is what's just such an arbitrary number, such a dumb thing, such a ridiculous freedom to take away from people. And also remind them that literally every single major medical association, period, every major medical association recognizes and supports the critical role of gender affirming care in improving the mental and physical health of transgendered individuals. So this is not like it's fucking fringe science. This is something that is well established and supported by actual goddamn doctors. So if you think, our legislature here in bumfuck Oklahoma knows better than the best doctors in America, I urge you to reconsider. But yeah, please do call the Oklahoma legislature, look up that bill, call the person who wrote it, who proposed that, and let them know what you think. I think that would be a great thing to have happen.
I couldn't think of a better closing statement. With that, I want to thank all of my amazing guests, all of you in chat. Thank you again for staying with us. And I am Jesse Jurdak. You can find me at Jesse Jurdak on literally everything, and I have your back. I love you all very much, and thank you for joining us on this adventure.
Bye-bye,
Have a good
y'all.
one, everybody.
Bye.
Stay weird.